waiting for Dre to take the shot first. Well, we can just.
My shit right here. I'm ready.
My Henny not open.
That was the 10th.
Are you gonna
October 10th? That was
I tried to jump.
You heard me?
Oh, that shit is not smooth.
That was October
10th.
It's always in here.
I get to the point now where I don't be wanting to chase right after now. I kind of just wait.
Much later.
Hello. Good afternoon. This is Only the Real Podcast. We are back again with episode 17.
Hi, everyone.
Hello. Episodes, bro. We got
My name.
Just gotta keep that on the low.
Is Don, aka Donovan, aka Mr. Faithful to my dick. Yeah, this is Only the Real Podcast.
So when you say like, are you faithful to your dick? What you mean when you say you faithful to your dick? I'm gonna let everybody finish first.
Next.
You actually be faithful to another dick?
Hi, everyone.
Can we get to the intro?
Like, come on, bro.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brandon. Fat Nose Gang. Doing this thing. Jangling. Nice to meet you.
Hello, I'm Ty. That's all I got.
Yeah, fuck all the other intros and shit. You know what I'm saying? We back on deck.
Back on dick. What the fuck? Hey, stop. Hey, go ahead, no.
I said we back on deck.
I see what type of time you on, boy. We on that. Let's go.
Yeah, we gonna work like crack when it came, man. Yeah. You already know how we coming. On the Real Podcast, we in this bitch. Don't ever forget, without y'all, there is no real. You know what I'm saying? It's episode 17. Also, episode 20, ladies and gentlemen, is coming soon. Got a surprise for you guys. Stay tuned, please. I think you guys are gonna love this.
Do you have a surprise, or we collectively,
we
aka
as
Brandon,
only
the
the
editor,
real,
has a surprise?
We as a unit have a surprise.
Selfish.
We don't point anybody out one-on-one.
Well, okay. Fellas, let's go ahead.
We might be doing giveaways too for episode 20, you know what I'm saying? So look out for that. You know what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. So before we get into this first topic, I want to ask you all, how was your week? How are you doing? Any updates going on with yourself? Starting off with me. Pretty good weekend. I chilled with my family. Work is going okay. Reaching out to kids, trying to change the youth day by day, inspire and motivate. And everything's doing good. Got a little sweat in, played some basketball earlier today. Body's a little sore, but I'm here. I'm sitting on my ass, but on my 2 feet at the same time.
My weekend was good. I went back home, seen my homie get married. Shout out to my homie. Yeah, I seen my homie get married. That was really good. I got to see a lot of my homies from high school. I ain't seen them in like 8 years, so that was lit. Then I come back to DC and I get a stomach virus, so I'm on the old Gatorade right now. But other than that, you said what? What he said?
Yeah, go ahead. How was your day?
The bitch, eat a dick, clown. Anyways, like I was saying, yeah. So I had a good weekend. You know what I'm saying? Looking to have a better week, and yeah, that's how I've been.
My weekend was cool. Celebrated Brother Sale's birthday. Other than that,
that was this weekend.
We had a good time. Chilled with the fellas, watched the game.
I whooped some ass in bowling.
Oh, we went bowling. Niggas still owe push-ups too.
Facts. That is true.
But
I'm
we
gonna
went
put that in
bowling.
the group chat right now.
We went bowling. We celebrated Brother Sale's birthday. Took some shots, some Henny, of course. I had a good weekend. Everything's been the same though. Trying to get out this little some mood I'm in, but other than that, trying to move forward. Brother Dre.
I like my bitch's ass fat, jello. I'm the king of New York, mellow. You said the day of the week. The week was pretty solid.
I'm gonna tickle that kitty. Hello. Hey.
Yeah, basically. So my week was pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? Still maintaining, still making it through, you know what I'm saying? Shipping night, you know what I'm saying? Damn, I had something I wanted to say. Fuck me. My sneakers are sliding. Ain't wet.
What?
First topic of the day.
What?
What, bro?
Yo, come on, bro.
He said his sneakers
Are
are
sliding.
sliding, but the floor is not wet.
So you cruising? No, wait. I don't know. I don't get it.
You
Anyways,
moonwalking.
before we get started, make sure y'all follow us on the Instagram page. We got a link to everything, our Twitter, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all of that. It'll link you to everything so you can see
Please
us.
follow us on Twitter.
Yeah,
Follow us on Twitter. We need to get them followers up.
It's linked in on everything. It should be on the screen right here. Make sure y'all go check that out.
If you follow us on Twitter, we don't tweet shit, but when the episode drops, so don't expect to see a whole bunch. Instagram, we do little creative stories and ask you guys.
Man, if
polls
we
and
get on
shit.
Twitter, somebody got a tweet from that junk, like on some real shit. Like just
Yeah, I
do
hear you. I
like
haven't
a
saying that for the past 2 months, but it's okay.
post.
We're all inconsistent. We all have a lot of shit going on in our life. You know, it's you know, we're young.
I can't say that. I mean, Instagram is popping.
Twitter's pop. Okay. So first off on the docket, we have
We gotta be 300. Slide.
Mental Health Day. So, Mr. Fat Nose Gangster, if you would like to introduce, well, we talked about it before the pod. When was Mental Health Day, and why do you think this is important?
So, if you all did not know, for our listeners out there, Mental Health Day was on the 10th of October. So basically, it's just a day recognizing mental health, people that are currently battling mental health issues, or people celebrating themselves coming out of mental health issues, things of that nature. So it was just one of those things. I saw it on like the timeline of like my Twitter. People just like sharing their mental health stories and sharing like the importance of the people around them, helping them out of those situations and stuff like that, or just finding mental strength in themselves and pulling themselves out of those situations. So I just wanted to hear like y'all's, I guess, not necessarily how Mental Health Day impacts y'all, because like y'all said, some of y'all didn't even know that was a thing. But my question is, what is the importance of having, I guess, a good mental health system like in y'all's lives? Or what showcases, okay, Don has a good mental health system like in your life. So what does that look like?
So first off, you asking how important is mental health to us, and then how do I maintain my mental health?
And then I was saying, how does that look in your life? Okay, I'm in a good mental space. How does that look? Meaning, like for me, for example, me being in a good mental space means like I use my room as an indicator if my mental is in a good space. Like if my room is out of whack, that means my mental is out of whack and I'm doing too much. So I need to backtrack, fix my room up, and then like I can clearly think. Or like, when I'm in a good mental mood, I go hoop a lot. I go hoop by myself, or I go to the gym. Like, what are some things that y'all do that showcases that you're in a good mental space? So that's what I was trying to say.
Well, first off, to start, I believe that mental health is very important. I'm not going to lie, over the years, as mental health has become more important to the masses, and I recognizing everybody's mental health became very important. I have valued mental health a lot more in terms of myself and those others around me and people I love and cherish. But for me, to be in a good mental space, I recognize that I am when I'm just myself. I crack jokes, I laugh. If I wake up and I'm grouchy and just upset, I'm just moving around slumpish, I know I'm not mentally there or something is mentally bothering me. Now, whether that be, something work related, personal related, or me just not meeting my goals or not being where I want to be in life right now, but sometimes when it's like that, I take that as motivation. Where it's not like my mental health is bad, but I'm just like, all right, if I'm mentally not where I want to be, what steps and procedures do I need to do to get to where I want to be by, whatever my goal may be next year or the end of the year or whatever. So definitely believe mental health is very important, and that's how I cherish it and kind of evaluate myself. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm on a wave with Don. I do think that mental health is very important, especially in today's day and age. When I'm not in a good mood, like I'm not in a good space mentally, mental health wise, I don't say much. I don't talk much. I shut down, and I'm more so by myself. I don't talk, text, whatever. But I also say I'm not in a good mood or I'm not feeling it. Don't know how to get out of it, really. I just come out as I go. But when I'm in a good space, I'm trying to joke, I'm trying to do creative things, I'm trying to find something to do. I'm just trying to do something, trying to be around people, trying to get out of that, get people in my space, help people be on the same wavelength as me.
Right.
Are you going last?
I already went. Oh, well,
okay.
I can go. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So mental health is definitely important. I feel like a lot of times we try to like hide and run from shit that we're dealing with on a mental level or that we're facing, and we think by doing other things it'll help get over it, but it really doesn't. Because at the end of the day, it always gonna stick with you until you learn to face it, right? So I won't say. I would say at least mental health. My mental health personally has been up and down most of the time throughout the year. So, certain ways, everybody's different. Everybody, if you really care about your mental health, sometimes people go get therapy or they go throw themselves into like an organization to help themselves. Some people listen to music. Some people go play ball. Some people, I'm not saying it's good, but some people drink. Some people smoke. Some people, they go fucking bungee jumping. Like, it's something that people try to do to keep their mind off certain things. But mental health is definitely important. I think it's something that we take for granted a lot of times, because I feel like a lot of times when we growing up, and I'm not saying every parent does this, because some parents will tell you, okay, what's wrong, or talk to me, or some parents want you to open up about stuff that's going on with you personally, and they're willing to help you or find a way to help you. I'm not saying everybody's like that, but a lot of times, what I'm saying, we don't always get that. Sometimes we gotta figure that shit out on our own. Sometimes we hold it in and we let it go, and it just builds up. We have traumas and shit like that all of us don't always talk about. You know what I'm saying? But it's important, that we do. It's important that we don't hold stuff like that in. It's important that we found an outlet for the stuff that is bothering our mental health or that can cause our mental health to deteriorate.
Yeah.
I got a good follow-up question after you go, B.
Okay. I would say like kind of like what Don said, I didn't really take my mental health into like context until I got older and really started having conversations with other people about stuff. Because I think just in general, and I think y'all can kind of attest to it, like as kids, I feel like we've seen a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? And it's like you kind of just was like, oh, that's the way the world goes. But it's like when you have conversations with other people, it's like your reality and someone else's reality is not the same reality. And so the way you cope with shit might necessarily not be the correct way to cope. And what I mean by that is like, for instance, like when the four of us have conversations and it's like, me initially talking to Don and you expressing like the loss of your parents, like how that affected you mentally, and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Like that is your reality, and but you came out of that and you were able to, you know, work out of that. And it's like I think about like how other people's realities relate to my own reality, and it's like how would I experience that. So going back to what I was saying about like my mental health, a lot of things that I experienced as a kid and like growing up into an adult, I kind of put on the back burners of my mind. And it's like I didn't realize how like mentally taxing some of those things was until like I got older and I started because you know, work with kids. When you start having those conversations with kids, and then you're like, wow, like I never realized I used to think like that, or wow, I never realized this stuff used to happen to me, or wow, I never realized that I, you know, acted that way going into something like that. So just I guess like that's the power of like getting older, where you start to realize the importance of just the very, very, very small things. But as far as like my mental health is concerned, like I've always tried to make sure that when I'm feeling a certain way, my mom used to always tell me like, you get an hour, like whatever you're going through, you get an hour, like give yourself an hour to just get it out. And then after that hour is over, try to do something that you like to do that'll bring your spirits up, and then work your way from move up. So I've always had that mentality when it comes to my mental health. And hopefully hopefully like when I have kids, I can be able to, you know, push that onto them to kind of allow them to, you know, express themselves. Because I think a lot of times when it comes to mental health issues, people don't really express themselves, and that's where the biggest issue comes with mental health. Is a lot of times people be dealing with shit and you don't even know they're dealing with shit because they never expressed it to them, or they don't come up with ways of expression. So
Not always that easy either, but
I mean, yeah, it's not always that easy, but that's why I said some form of expression. Not always is like talking to somebody. You could send a text, or you could I don't know, inadvertently
You
send.
can paint, you can make music, you can work out, you can exercise, you can write books, literature, whatever.
A lot of different outlets.
Facts. My follow-up question was gonna be, I wouldn't say devil's advocate, but we live in a day and age where everybody's like super sensitive, like oversensitive to a lot of things.
Mhm.
And I was gonna say, is it possible to be? We care about everybody's mental health and well-being, but is it possible to be too? How do I put it? Like, okay, I don't want to sound
too
like I don't give a fuck.
Oh,
are you saying that sometimes we can put emphasis on stuff because things are hypersensitive? So sometimes, you know, people can like take stuff a certain way and they shouldn't.
Yes, but no, let me put it like this. Is it wrong that I get annoyed sometimes on Twitter when people take things offensively too much when it's like a simple conversation already? Like, I know everybody has traumas and have things going on, but it seems like it's like a domino effect now. It's like everybody just like one person feels one way and keep going and just keep going and keep going. Like, I'm not here to say I'm wrong. I'm right to say that, you know, y'all should just, you know, not feel like that all the time. But I guess I'm a person who likes positivity, and I don't like when somebody's negative or down all the time. And I feel like as a person, like you got to find a balance. Like you shouldn't be a person that's always negative or always bringing up sad shit.
Yeah. I get what you're trying to say. I had a friend like that, where like I think I said this on the pod, but I was like, every time I would hit her up, I'd be like, "Yo, what's good?" Nothing, you know, same shit. 2 months later, what? Nothing. Like after so long, that shit start to drain you. But I kind of get what you saying is like, with everybody being so sensitive, is it how like you get to a point where it's like I get it, but it's like, yo, at some point
to get annoyed a little bit.
At some point you gotta come out of this.
Yeah, that's what I think it is.
And
it's also not easy for everybody though.
That is true, which is why I don't want to sound like an asshole when I say that. But
I mean, yeah, but I understand where you're coming from. I mean, I'm sure people listening can understand where you're coming from too.
Yeah, I'm
It's
just a
just
person. These are things I feel. So I mean, I can't help the way that I feel
Yeah.
when I.
Well, I feel you. Like at times, like people in my friend group or people in my family, like when they be going through shit sometimes, and it be a extended long period of time. It's like sometimes I can understand, but if it's certain situations, I will say this: if it's certain situations that I feel like if you had just put a little bit more effort, or you've just like kind of worked a plan into those situations you could have came out of, then it's like, bro, like at this point, you gotta stop feeling sorry for yourself, and you gotta just like pull yourself up by the bootstraps and just do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So there are certain situations where I feel like you really can just like will your way through it. It's just a matter of you doing it. And then I do understand that there are situations where it's just like mentally I'm not even in it, because I've been there. I've definitely been there. But kind of like what Ty said, it does sometimes you just can't. But I feel like I'm kind of like we're down it. I'm an optimist, so it's like regardless of the situation, it got to be some little glimmer, something. It got to be some little glimmer of hope to like just say like, bruh, if just try, like just one time, just like
all right. Last thing on the topic. I hear what you're saying, but I've been at the point where I've been down for a couple months. I've been at the point where I've been. I tell y'all like I feel like I tell y'all when I do. I feel like I'm unlucky. Like some bad shit always happening. Like 50 niggas in front of me can steal, and I'd be the 51st, and I steal, and I'm the one to get caught. Like I just feel like I'm that unlucky. So I understand some people may feel like no matter what I do, shit don't never go right. And I felt like that, and I've been feeling like that for a while. Like no matter how much effort, no matter how much time, patience, words, money, help, no matter what I do, shit does not get better, and it don't go forward for me. And Brandon, you know this firsthand. You know, and you can know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Like no matter how much I do, shit don't go forward. Mm-hmm. So I've been in that, and it's like, all right, I be trying, I be trying to give 100%. I be doing my part. It just don't get better. Yeah. So I get what you're saying. I just think we not to sound like an asshole. Not saying y'all sound like an asshole. We just gotta be a little bit more like, hey, what can I do? Help you do to help you get out this funk? What can I do for you to help get out this slump? Mm-hmm. Like what can I say? What help can I give you? Who can I go talk to that can help you to get you out this slump? Like
that's the problem comes down to. Like it's not that I don't do that. It's just like when you have somebody that just wants to announce the funk,
that be down
because sometimes
then you give them help and advice, and then they don't take it, and it's like,
right,
well,
yeah, that's different. That's
3-4 months because you're not doing shit to get yourself out of that predicament.
And I don't mean to cut you off, Don, but sometimes people like that attention. We gotta really look at it.
Facts.
Because sometimes people will sit in negative situations just so they can get that attention, just so they can get that response. And it's like, oh, now people like it's really deep. Why the fuck you got your
deodorant commercial?
But no, like it's really deep like that. And I've met people like that who like
some people just want to be
want to be the center of attention. So it's like they will do and say things that will like make people have compassion, and then all of a sudden like the attention is on them. Like you got them people where like soon as they get in the hospital, they could be in the hospital for a broke fingernail, and then they post in the little hospital band on their wrist just so you can hit them up and be like, Ty, what's wrong? Oh, nothing, I'm in a hospital. Bro, you okay? Like niggas do shit like that, bro. Like, and so it's
people abuse sympathy. I've seen people that use an emotional situation and bring it to somebody when they know they're losing a connection with somebody, because like that'll be the barrier to keep them to keep them be around you. You're trying to console that person, because every time you be around them, they bring up, oh, me and my father, our relationship not here, my mother this, or my little cousin this and that, or I'm just struggling through life, and they break down, cry. Like, yeah, they got mental health problems, but some people abuse that shit to the point where it's like a hold on somebody, because
some people just don't want to be bothered.
Care so much. Yeah, you know a person cares so much, so you just use that emotional hold to like let them not get too far away from you. And that's
one of the things that I always and like I said, like that's why I say like just having like an adult figure or a parent or guardian, whatever, is such a like key ingredient in just how you grow up and how you turn out when you become an adult. Like my pops used to always say, like, you can't get mad over shit you can't control. And a lot of times it's like, especially as a kid, you think like as a kid, you always think like because A and B is here, then C is always going to equal. Like if we got a field trip planned on the 13th, my parents signed, when we drive there, we should go. And it's like, as you get older, you realize there are other factors that come into that. They come into play. Like it could rain and then the shit get canceled. And you sitting there like, well, why the fuck it get you mad as hell? But it's like, you can't control that shit. I can't control the rain. So why is it that I'm going to get mad? And so a lot of times in like situations where negative shit, I've had so much shit, like as far as just how Corona has turned out, where it really like mentally sent me there with you know, our jobs being furloughed, me losing the housing program and me losing my house. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit that would have like sent me into like a negative space, but I'm just like, I can't control Corona. You know what I'm saying? I can't control, you know, people that need money, you know what I'm saying, that have to furlough because of that aspect. I can't control that. So something that I've always tried to do is like just look for, or take the time to really like look for the positivity in those situations, and then it makes me feel better. I mean, that's just for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I keep using this situation, for example, me being furloughed. When we was working, and Todd knows this, I used to work stupid long fucking hours, and be dead tired. Me being furloughed allowed me to get my rest back. With me losing my house, the house that I was looking for that was like 350, 360, it's 230 now. I could easily get a job and boom, get the same house that I wanted for cheaper. You get what I'm saying? Like I see the positivity in those situations. 250 is cheap for a house, bro. I know
said 350.
It was like 330, 350. It's like 230, 250 now. Yeah. Because the housing market dropped when Corona happened. So it's like I look at certain positive outlooks of certain situations.
Atlanta, bro.
Internally, it makes me feel better. And I know everybody's fight is different and everybody's mental is different, but I feel like when we collectively as a group start to like build on other people, like it becomes easier to get past like these mental issues and stuff like that. That's how I feel. So, yeah.
All right, well, we spent a lot of time on mental health.
We did. We could. I'm
glad y'all did.
Talk about mental health with black people and how I was gonna get real deep. Pause.
All right, we can talk about let's talk about these
what's next on the doc?
The NBA Finals champions.
And Euro all the way down the damn dock.
Not really, because we gonna talk about
it. All goes in one. We got like
come on, bro, keep up, bro.
Nah, bro, you just.
We gonna crown the Lakers. They the best in the NBA.
That's fair. Shout out to LeBron. Shout out to AD. All the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? They won the chip.
Dwight.
Shout out to Jimmy.
Dwight.
Shout out Dwight. Shout out Dwight, bro. Shout out Dwight.
Smith.
Dwight definitely deserved the ring, bro. Shout out Dwight.
Who?
Dwight.
No, who Ty said?
JR.
Didn't he like play like 7 minutes in the entire playoffs?
Philly cheese.
He's a role player on the bench, just like Udonis Haslem was talking.
And he was injured. Who was injured? Deion Waiters.
I'm talking about JR. I'm not talking about Deion. I know Deion was injured. JR was healthy.
JR is
he's a champion.
He's to the team.
He's already a champion. He brings veteran leadership. He brings a voice. He brings experience. He does what Iggy does. He just doesn't play. That's all. Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you don't need that. Like if Danny Green or Casey Pewter got injured, of course JR is gonna play. They need the shooter. But
Danny Green damn near was injured. He's breaking every 5 seconds.
So speaking of Danny Green, how y'all feel about him missing that potential game-winning shot?
Bro, happens. They won.
I mean, shit.
Game what 5?
You know, niggas miss game-winning shots all the time.
Oh, that's crazy.
If y'all ain't know, I said Don. Dre.
Hey, boy, I need you in this convo.
My fault. My niece needs some help.
No,
No, he talking about Ty. He talking to you, Ty.
No, Ty was like, he was like, how y'all feel about Danny Green missing a game winning shot, right? I said, it's cool. I said, niggas miss game winning shots all the time. And I went like this.
Talking about the shot I missed in the league.
Yeah.
But seriously,
y'all put
Danny Green,
y'all put the ball in my hand.
Excuse me.
Bunch of wild animals.
You motherfuckers that was sitting him them death threats.
That's insane.
You sick.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You sick as hell. You sick
just
as
a
hell.
game.
Y'all the same niggas that will look that man in
Just
his
a
face
game.
and ask him for an autograph and be trying to take pictures with that nigga. You
Y'all see that nigga at the club, y'all all on the dick. You same bitches that wrote death threats, same bitches that be sucking his dick, slobbing, got nut all on his Transformer tattoo on his leg.
Y'all some sick motherfuckers, man.
No, he got some tough tattoos. He got a Godzilla down.
Hey, but the one
I just seen the one like the
he tatted what's his name? Deadshot.
Who? Danny
I know
Green?
what you're talking about, but it's not Deadshot.
What?
I don't know who he got, but Danny Green got a lot of like cartoon, like animated like superheroes and shit.
There was some nigga that can't miss. What is
Okay.
The dude from
Deadshot. Ain't that his name?
Target.
It was Deadshot.
Yeah, Deadshot.
It was
His name is
Deadshot. He got Deadshot.
You think about Deadpool?
Fire.
No.
The nigga named Deadshot.
No, I'm thinking he's thinking about
That's the
Deadpool.
dude from Daredevil.
No, Deadshot from Batman.
Yeah, it's Deadshot.
I seen him somewhere else though.
Right shoulder.
I seen him. Will Smith played him in Suicide Squad. Deadshot. Yeah.
Deadshot.
It's DC comic. Yeah.
That shit fire, bro.
Oh, I thought that was Transform, but I know he has a tough Godzilla jaw on his leg.
But yeah, I that's wild. People sending them death threats and all that wild shit. That's what see. People miss shots every day. Granny, he's supposed to hit it. He was wide open, but
I mean,
everybody miss. People miss shots.
Yeah, nah, niggas.
And to refer to Brandon's comment,
he got
Deadshot,
Green Arrow, Bullseye, Gambit, and Deathstroke.
Bullseye is the one I was talking about. That's the dude from Daredevil.
So you got all shooters. That's tough.
Bullseye's not a shooter. Those knives.
I have a quick question, you guys. So recently, I've remade a Snapchat, and I have a person follow me that I remember from a long time ago in college. And this person happens to be one of the 2 a.m. steppers that I frequent.
Wow.
Again, this is a long time ago, but you know, she's very happy on her Instagram with her on her Snapchat with her newborn child and everything. And I'm very happy to see her. But then I really didn't know it was her until I just seen she posted like when Designer came to St. John's, and I was like, oh, I know that is her. It's just funny to see somebody who's deemed to be like a hoe, like actually be, you know, happy and content in life and like
settle down.
Got a question. Can you turn a hoe to a housewife?
Yeah.
This day and age, yeah. The way OnlyFans bitches,
what's a hoe?
Women are able to.
What is a hoe?
What's a hoe?
What's a hoe?
What's a hoe?
It's a normal thing now.
I mean, you could fuck 10 niggas in the same friend group, but that don't make you a slut.
That do make you a hoe.
Yeah,
it don't.
Yeah,
in the same friend group, it do.
The same friend group.
So
yeah.
if you fuck,
if a bitch fuck all 4 of us, she's a hoe.
And all right, so if you fuck females, all 4 of her friends, you a hoe.
Yeah, I'm a hoe too.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
I'm just saying because all right, let a bitch fuck all 4 of us within the same span of a year and a half.
Right.
Would any of us be inclined to wife her or be in a relationship with her?
Nope.
No. It's too much shared shit.
Hey, Dre, you supposed to say no. Dre, you ain't say no.
If it was vice versa.
Dre, you gotta say no. You didn't say it.
I mean, sometimes it's always the one nigga who falls in love. That's why
I'm saying I believe that you can talk to
you niggas.
Say if she messed with me like 5 years ago, and then maybe Ty like 8 years ago, and Brian 5 years ago. Like that's fine. Like that could work. But for all of us to be in the same span of a year,
Yeah,
that's
know
crazy.
that we cool with each
that's
other.
whole tendency.
No,
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Now,
you
if we
can't
didn't
fuck.
know-
You
if we
know we
didn't know
ball
each
hang
other-
out with each other.
Yeah.
So
if we didn't know each other,
how
she out there
she do
doing her-
that though?
Huh?
Nobody not telling each other like.
At that point, we don't care. We have no dignity for her because she's putting herself out there to fuck us, and she knows that we hang with each other. We ball, we chill, we boys.
But even if we don't
But
know,
I'm
saying,
a fuck
how-
because Ty
how
said the
she
head and the
fucked all
pussy
of
was fine.
us without us knowing.
She don't care that we know at that point.
But even so, like as your man, even if I know that you messing with him, like messing with her or something, like you should be able to tell me. Like, remember when? All right, I'm gonna blank their names out, so it don't matter. But remember when told me about him and when me and her start fucking with each other and shit. Even though that was a long time ago, he still told me. So I was like, all right, cool. Me and him, like, all right, we good. Boom. And I did my due. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same difference. Like if that was one of y'all and I'm like, hey, you know, blah, like, you know, I know y'all used to talk, but you know, what's up? So
yeah, if you meet somebody like now, if you know that
now, if it's my girl, if it's any girl that I exclusively dated, you're a wild nigga. And she's wild.
Well, no, not if I didn't know. Not if I didn't know.
it would be different.
Yeah, if I didn't know, then like say if I just met you last year, and I didn't know that your ex, like y'all was together for 4 years or something, and like me and her just met, but me and you met through a different circle of friend groups, and then I say, oh yeah, I'm with such and such. You be like, oh nigga, like I didn't just now get with her. I've been with her like a year, but I didn't know you. So I think that's a coincidence thing, especially if y'all not talking like that anymore. You shouldn't mind if I'm a new nigga, a new friend. But if I knew you and I knew you when you was with that person, and I've been around with y'all and shit like that, I know y'all situation, y'all break up and stuff, then that's wild.
That's some Tyler Perry movie shit, man.
Nah.
That's some Tyler Perry movie.
Regular nigga activity. That's what niggas do, man. We just like this right, we gotta get this.
Yeah, go back. We going back to the Danny Green, or we?
Nah, we done.
They won the finals. Let's talk about Lakers winning the finals.
All right,
we did.
Lakers won the finals. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Keep going. What's next?
LeBron James was a step closer to Michael Jordan. LeBron's always been top 2 though. So,
like I told Dre, I said LeBron's win. If they go back next year and they win back to back, that's going to lessen the gap.
Solidified, bro. It's no more because he'll be first in everything.
He'll be first in almost every category in the playoffs, bro. If he go already, if they 6-0 in the finals, right? Already when he go back to the playoffs, he's gonna be first in like 3 or 4 or 5 categories, bro. All you gotta do is go back to back, bro. It's no more talking, bro. It's no more talking. I mean, Jordan went 6-0. Jordan went 6-0, but LeBron went 10. He won 3. Yeah, but his losing record is greater. Took him great. I mean, Jordan couldn't even make the finals until
Kanye West still running for president. I seen them post or something. He got.
Oh, I seen the ad. I didn't watch it though.
Huh?
I seen his little ad. I ain't watch it though.
I don't know about that, but I seen a post where
I seen a picture. This nigga is really
My bad.
I don't know if that's real or not. I don't know if that shit real or not, but I seen his like actual name on the ballot. I was like,
man, look,
you can write it. You can write in people. On the ballot.
No, I'm talking about like it was electronically put under like other candidates. It was like on the ballot. I think that was who was that? Juicy J. That was Juicy J. He posted a video.
Bro, I think Kanye running for president is dumb as shit. He's just taking away from the niggas who should win. I mean, the people who should win. It's fucking ridiculous.
Man, at this point, like I said earlier, I don't think it's dumb as shit. Donald Trump wins, so sky's the limit.
Kanye West, please.
I mean, why not put the efforts of him running?
I'd rather put a black lunatic in office than a white racist lunatic.
That's fair. There's
no way Kanye West is gonna win president.
What?
No way.
No.
But when you get on the ballots, please.
I'm not saying he'll win.
He's using his effort to push himself. Why not use his efforts to push a person that's in politics already? A person that's
gonna run for president in 2020.
Because he realized that you don't have to be in politics to win the fucking president, like to be a president.
That shit is a joke around here, and then nobody not gonna take that shit serious till we get a dumbass in office who do the dumbest shit ever and put the country.
Already got a dumbass in office.
Yeah, we already at that point, Dre.
He's
But
talking
I mean,
about like a pure like
like Trump is a
Trump does
businessman,
dumb
so he
shit.
runs the country like a business.
Yeah,
He
Trump
doesn't run
does.
the
I
country
was
like
just about to say that Trump does dumb
a
shit,
man of the people.
running it to help other counterparts, like other business counterparts. He's laying down the framework so that
That's cool, but that don't ignore that he's still a dumbass.
yeah. But what
And a
Drake
racist.
talking about is like a motherfucker just we taking $6 billion out to go build Chick-fil-A, like doing some
Kanye West doesn't
real
have
just
no.
dumb
He doesn't
shit.
have like nothing.
I mean, well, Trump telling people Americans to drink bleach to help with corona. I mean, that's got to be some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
That's by
Yeah.
far the stupidest shit.
I just want, yeah. Please do not play like y'all did with the Harambe shit. Do not vote for Kanye West, please. That is not a joke, y'all. We are in a moment of.
If people want to vote for Kanye West,
Yeah, but they can vote for whoever they want. It's just
Bruh, do
not.
not
Don't
vote for
that
Kanye
fuck,
West.
bro.
like at the end of the day, you can't tell people who to vote for, but at the end of the day, I would rather see Kanye West than a Donald Trump.
I don't want to
Yeah,
see
nah.
neither one of them.
I'm just saying I don't either, but I'm saying it ain't no more Baracks, it ain't no more Bush, it ain't no more Reagan.
Don't vote for Kanye, bro, please. Also, when we get another tax bracket when we get older, hopefully, I think some people's views have changed on being Democrat versus Republican. Not saying us for it. I'm saying people in general that we may know or that we have like come in contact with. I think when a lot of people get more money in their pockets, I feel like they stop thinking about who they were when they were at a certain status financially.
Or people
Or they
stop
live.
caring. Stop giving a fuck because the shit is all stupid.
Can we go to the next
But-
thing?
Make sure we vote,
Oh,
guys.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
bro,
make sure you
we just
vote.
had to
Get to
finish
those
up.
ballots. Make change. What's next?
I don't know. It's a lot of different shit. Cardi B
Well-
news leaked. It was Cardi B birthday. She was turning up. Apparently, I guess she was drunk off the Henny or whatever, and then
I
nipples
put the
slipped
titty
out.
out there. That was cool. It was, you know what I'm saying? I like the big areoli.
I'm glad
Put
she
it in my
enjoyed her
mouth.
birthday though. It looked
They
lit.
don't. Her titties don't look the most attractive.
But they're not. They're not like something you've never seen before. We've all seen a girl with titties like that.
Big areolas is sexy as fuck to me. I don't
Big areolas is sexy, but big like
I mean, she probably got some work
looking
done.
areolas. Probably so.
And I mean, she used to be a stripper, so I'm pretty sure niggas have seen her body before.
She definitely.
I'm
got
not
it.
saying that that's cool that got posted or leaked. But
No, that's why she
at the
don't really
same-
care. She ain't tripping.
Yeah, like she's not going to trip. Like, see,
Her
that's the thing. I
pussy
think
was
why-
out some while ago.
I think that's why Cardi B, a lot of shit don't phase her because she like, I used to strip. Like, niggas see my pussy, my ass. I used to like fuck niggas for money. Like, I did this. Now look at me. I got all this money. I'm this big celebrity. Bitches hate me. They love me. I make this money. I don't got to strip no more. Like, it don't matter to me. I think a lot of shit like that don't bother her as much. But them titties was looking, shit's is aight. Shit's is real
I like the
suckable.
size of them, but her areolas. It's not about the bigness of them. It's like the
She looked crazy.
outer
Her
little
face was
shit.
crazy.
Yeah, she ain't look that pretty.
She was drunk. Like her lipstick was too perfect. Her face was like this. Hands was like that.
That's that drunk shit. She was.
All
I'm
said
glad
just
she
put
enjoyed
that
herself.
shit down.
areolas is beautiful, bro. I don't.
And it actually shocked me because I was scrolling down the
Nah,
timeline.
they
and I was
wasn't that
like,
beautiful.
That motherfucker is
I
beautiful.
was so confused. Like, why is
Come
her
on, so
titties
just
right
because
here?
they big, they don't make it beautiful though. It's like because
I
it wasn't
think
okay, bro. You can have it, but I'm like I was gonna finish explaining. I'm saying like the way it's like it's not like a perfect circle. It's like it had like little mountains and shit like outlined on the
I
side.
honestly didn't even look at the picture that long. I just looked real quick.
Yeah, I scrolled past. But
I mean, it didn't take but 5 seconds for me to see that it looked
you
weird.
know he's in that bitch examining it like
Yeah, I
spec
mean,
by spec.
didn't
Nah, it
watch
just
it.
fucked
Yeah,
me
look
up.
at it
It
for
just
5
fucked me
minutes.
up seeing it. Like I was like, I thought I was tripping. I was like, okay, maybe it's like a Photoshop. Now I kept seeing. I was like, oh, that's really you. Hey, how you doing?
Johnson, hey.
Little Uzi
Yeah.
says that he's better than Kanye West, or Kanye
Okay,
West
can
can't
you-
fuck with him right now. I guess.
So
He go
is it
platinum
more?
one
Is it
time
more
on
background
purpose.
to that? Is it more background to that? Like, did he say anything else, or like, where did this stem from? Like, he just
Nobody
He's
said
in
where it stemmed from. I think when he was on live, I
He
think
was
somebody
platinum one
asked him-
time on purpose.
I think somebody asked him that while he was on live.
oh,
And
okay.
He was like, hell yeah. He was like, nigga, he's like, all that platinum shit. He's like, I don't even be trying to do that shit. Like, what the fuck? I'm just like, all right, all
All right, big dog.
right.
I'm not gonna say he's rapper. I could say okay, I can see where he's going, but producer wise, I'm not even gonna put them in the same
Uzi's
category.
not a producer.
He's not a producer.
That's what I'm saying. So he's saying
So
he
why
better
would
than
you
Ye.
even say that's a category?
You could say a lot of niggas better than Kanye West rapping wise.
Like putting bars on paper and rap.
Kanye West he's an idea artist. Like when he makes albums, they have concepts to them. So he makes conceptual
You're saying-
albums. You get what I'm saying?
He's saying
Conceptual
Kanye-
albums. Conceptual.
This is conceptual.
Con City gonna catch everything that contain. Then I'm running back to the Cavalier LeBron. That's your man, dog. That's dog, man. No, I'm
Mayonnaise
not.
color Benz. I push Miracle Whips. Kanye. That's what you talking about.
I've heard that College Dropout album. I've heard that Last Call. I've heard that. I know where that came from.
Mayonnaise color Benz. I push
Miracle Whips. That's cool. That's not the standard.
I mean, you
today.
gotta think about the time period that was written
That's what I'm
in.
saying. And then, yeah, that's oh my god. Now, if a nigga say they gonna be like,
That's
shit
back then
ass,
when
yo.
niggas used to be geeking for all white type of shit back then.
that was the thing. I'm not.
Now
I'm not saying
motherfuckers get
that.
shit different colors now. It'd be all orange or all green or all blue or all red. Back then, white or black was the go-to.
And I mean, who's to say that Uzi? I mean, as an artist, you should have confidence in yourself when you're compared to one of the greatest people to ever grace a hip hop stage or rap. You should say shit like, "Yeah, I think I'm better than Kanye West." You can say that.
That's why I'm
Yeah,
not.
I don't give
outrage
a
over
fuck how good I ever like. If I was a rapper, how good I ever. I'm never gonna say out my mouth I'm better at rapping than Lil Wayne. I would never say that out my mouth.
That's
That's
like
Lil
that's
Wayne.
different.
That's Lil Wayne. That's a different
That's
person.
not Kanye West.
Some people have.
Lil Wayne's not
different level
Kanye
of
West.
confidence
I
in
don't know why you
themselves.
making that face.
I'm saying any rap like
No, not any rapper. Not any rapper because
Kanye, Lil Wayne, like those are it's certain niggas you just can't like. You're not gonna say you're better than Jay-Z. You're not gonna say you're better.
Some people have. Some people have
Rapping wise, no, but
I'm better than
Kanye-
anybody else.
No, rapping wise, no, I'm not gonna say I'm better than Jay-Z or Lil Wayne. But if you feel like you're better than at rapping than Kanye West, like coming up with lyrics, yeah, I can see why you would say that. Now we're not talking about composing an album and you know producing and putting a whole a piece of work together. Like that's different. That's what he's known for. That's a whole nother category. But as far as lyricism, I can see why some of these younger dudes that say they Kanye West ain't fuck with me. I don't think that's what Uzi was saying. I think he's saying current Kanye ain't fucking with him, which if you look at the numbers, he's kind of not fucking with him. Musically wise.
And I mean, at the same time, like truthfully, when is the last time you really want to listen to a project from Kanye West?
After getting disappointed so many times, I don't.
And I'm not, and I love Kanye West. I've listened to College Dropout, Late Registration, Graduation, Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy,
I love the
Jesus.
old Kanye.
That's
And
about to say. He's
what's
naming
the-
all the old albums. He ain't even say
What's the
nothing
other?
about, like, Ye.
Life of Pablo. Like I listened to Ye.
That was
I
the
just
last
listened to last shit.
project he put out.
But like the Life of Pablo was like, if we want to say good Kanye West rapping, that came out in 2016. You know, it came out in 2016. Lil Uzi versus The World 2.
The Life of Pablo.
Uzi
was-
has been more consistent than Kanye West over the past years, and he is
That's
much
what-
hotter.
Well,
So
those are both recent.
He is hotter right now, but all right.
Uzi,
talk your shit.
keep
Have
doing your
fun.
thing, boy.
He said talking shit. Have fun.
What's your greatest fear? I've expressed this for normal amount of time. My greatest fear when in a relationship, I'm start there. I've been said to get cheated on by my girl with another girl.
Mm.
Hey, whatever. Animals, sharks is one of my greatest fears. Not just any shark, a fucking great white shark terrifies me. And like male lions. I don't mind going to a zoo. It's something about their big ass head that just like puts fear into my Their heads are humongous, bro. Like if I ever see
It's
a
the-
lion like that
It's
in
the
my face,
mane,
bro,
too, all that fucking hair on their head, bro.
it's all the hair, but their head's not really that big. It's all hair around it, bro. Like I can handle seeing I can handle seeing a tiger or something, but a fucking male lion just scares the shit out of me, bro. Like I can see them at a zoo or something, but if I was to like go to Dubai and they had like like lions and tigers and shit, like, I'm not getting it petting unless it's baby ones. I'm not petting no big ass giant.
If a lion jumped out of the exhibit, bro, at the zoo, bro, I would
I'm
never
gone.
like it. If I'm
I
with
would
everybody,
lose
like
I
if
would
we all
lose
together,
gas.
bro, I never going to look back. Like once we get to the exit, bro,
I'm still running.
I'm still
Oh,
going.
I'm
like,
still running.
When I get to whatever car I roll with, when
I need to
get
get in
the
my car.
You need to be there when I get there, because if I'm there and you're not there, I'm sorry. 'Cause I'm not looking back for nobody. Like it's no question. Like Dre, I don't even know you. Run, nigga. Why are you yelling at me? Like run, bro. Why are we talking?
It shouldn't be funny at the zoo because you know what? Once a black person sees somebody running, she
Just actually
He
run.
runs, bro. I'm like,
oh shit, the fuck these niggas running? Oh shit, all right.
Just get on
Nobody
feet.
never asks no questions. Nobody never asks questions, bro. We
Not
just run,
supposed
bro.
to.
We just run. It's like a hidden code amongst black people. One of us running or a group of us running. Fuck they running for? All right, we running too. Fuck it, I'm gone. I'm not about to think. I'm not
In
about to
fact,
ask
black
what's
people
going
know
on.
when to run, and then you know when some shit about to pop off and about to go down. You could just walk into a party, you could peep the scene, the way certain niggas are standing, looking at certain nigga.
You be looking like
You just see the
bro,
tension, you be like,
I'm like,
Nah.
there's 8 niggas over there with hands in their
them niggas about to.
Yeah, I'ma
all
holler
these
at y'all,
niggas that they
boy.
hands in their pockets and shit with their hoods on shit, and looking
I'ma
at a
holler
couple
at you,
niggas.
boy.
I
You
said,
walk
yeah.
up to your man and you be like, Dre, I'm gonna holler at you, bro.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna fuck with you,
bro.
bro.
You know what I'm saying? Look,
you
look
want
crazy.
you come to
I
my crib,
like-
I'm somebody crazy here.
But
All right,
I appreciate the invite, big homie. But I'm gonna go ahead and step real quick. You know
I
what
I
I'm
just came to
saying?
show
Look,
face. I just came to show
tell
face.
your closest man, hey, bro, we gonna pop some bottles in my house, bro. We
Hey,
trying
bro,
Yeah, we gonna
Come
slide
like,
to my
you know,
joint.
we gonna be in the
bro.
safety of my crib.
Yeah, we
Search
gonna
about
slide
how
to
many
my
times,
joint.
like, yeah, we
What's
gone.
your greatest fear? I guess I don't know.
My biggest fear is
I mean, like what you did was fine. I probably should have not made it so. Well, I'm
Bro.
glad I made it broad because you don't have to answer it like personally
I put
or
that
like
on there.
a
What
food
you
or something
talking
like
about,
that.
nigga?
So, I put that.
No, you didn't. I put that.
Okay.
Oh, matter, yo, answer.
Well, since they not saying nothing, my biggest fear is
Big nose ass.
Fuck, nigga.
I don't fuck with rodents. I don't like rats, mice, guinea pigs, gerbils.
Rats.
Fuck them, all of them. I don't want all them shit scare the shit out of me. Like I don't shit make me uncomfortable. Snakes and shit, like I'm okay with.
So how you was
Spiders?
catching the train? How you was catching the train? Like at a metro station?
He
You
calls
get
it
on
out.
the train.
Get the fuck on the train.
Yeah, but do you see like the rodents there? Like was you like seeing them? Like
Nah.
I mean, yeah, but they
It's
ain't.
just
If I do, I'm like, oh, I'm good. Move away.
it ain't New
I'm
York,
good.
but it ain't New
Bruh.
York. Like I know you
Yeah,
seen
because New
some
York
rats.
rats a little bit different. New York rats
Fuck
walk
New
up to you like, "What's good, bro?"
Man,
Fuck
New York
New
rats
York.
be walking up to you.
Man.
What's good, bro? How you feeling? You all right?
Fuck out of here.
Said that shit. He was like,
I'm
New
gonna
York.
go on the
Don,
train,
I
bro.
want
Don,
them
they
to
walk
go-
up to you. You gonna eat that? You gonna
gonna eat that?
You gonna
That
I
boy
want
ain't
them to
gonna
go
train,
one
my
time
nigga.
and
Leave that right
almost
there
lost
for
my
me,
shit.
bro. You know you don't want that.
Yeah, just put that on the side right there. I get it.
Yeah,
Fuck
you
no.
get that.
I went to New York one time. I almost lost my shit. I was done with that shit. I left the next day. Fuck that.
You get used to it after 4 years.
I don't do
Uh,
that.
My biggest fear is drowning because I can't swim. So, like, I'm very cautious when I get in the water. But other than that, I'm not really scared of anything.
I feel like it's too much water on the earth for people not to know how to swim.
Well, I had a medical issue when I was younger that prevented me from getting near the water. So it's like
So what about now?
I'm 6'2" now. There's no point.
It's
All
nothing
right.
stopping you from learning how to swim.
Okay.
I'm
Oh,
good.
you
That's
just said
6'2".
you got a medical. Well, first of all, we didn't know what the medical. We don't know what the medical issue
Okay,
is.
so
Then you
when I
bring
was-
up your height. Like your height doesn't have to do that with the medical issue. Like off of just hearing it, we don't know.
Okay, so
I know what you're saying. Well, I
I'm
know what you're
6'.
when
No,
I was
no.
when I was a kid,
Hey, Dre, all he said was I'm 6'2". I'm like,
when I was a
I guess he's
kid,
saying that's supposed to help him stand up in water now. I
Yeah.
guess.
when I was a kid, I used to get
I'm
really
like, what's the
bad.
medical
Don't
issue?
change.
Yeah, I'm about to explain it.
No,
When I was a-
no. I'm just telling Dre was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know. I give it time.
Okay, when I was a kid, I used to get seizures. I had seizures a lot.
Oh,
And so
okay.
chlorine would be one of those things that would trigger it.
It's
So
a
because
trigger.
of that, I couldn't ever be near.
So you couldn't get in like swimming pools and shit, but you
I
can get in
could
like
never get
bath
in
water.
swimming pools, none of that.
So you getting bath water and shower and shit, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, so
one
you
of
was
them
taking
boys,
bird
little
baths
boys
since
be
birth.
swimming like shit in the house. In
No.
the bathtub. Niggas be Michael Phelps in their bathtub.
I swear to God.
I'm not you using chlorine in your bathtub?
Huh?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
No. He just no.
No, I was being funny because I was trying to say you can't go. You said you couldn't go near water, so I'm like, so you couldn't take baths and shower. You've been taking bird baths since you was like 7.
Nah.
Because you take them now. Because you take
I
showers out the
don't
sink.
like shit. I'm playing. All right, bro. You gonna keep playing with me.
All right, this is a joke. Greatest fear.
Eat a dick, clown.
Before my mom got sick, my greatest fear was that she passed before I finished achieving all my goals, right? But in her getting sick, it kind of changed around. So that's not really my greatest fear no more. Because when you like spiritual in a sense, or you like believe in a higher power, you kind of like adjust to understand that somebody's always with you. They're just not there in the physical presence. Boom. So off that. Greatest fear is living my life and dying regretting how I lived. That's my greatest fear. I want to be able, like, we all going to make mistakes. We all going to have regrets, but I want to live my life. And when I go to my deathbed and I'm like, this it, niggas, like, I'm gone. I want to be like, I'm okay with dying because I lived how I wanted to. So I think my greatest fear is living, like, dying without living life how I wanted to. I think that's my greatest fear.
Oh, I have one more. So I had this bad dream that I woke up and all my facial hair was gone. And I was just scared of shit after that. I don't want to not have a beard anymore.
No. That's a fear, bro. Because I'm telling you, beards are like makeup for men.
Flex on us. That's all it was. It don't matter.
Beards are makeup for men.
I got dreads. I ain't true.
Yeah, man, you don't got nothing. You got a car. So you know what I'm saying? If you got a car.
Now Dre Wilder.
What?
Wow.
If you got a car, you got like locks. Like if you got locks, a car, you got like your own spot, trifecta. The women love you. 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 You know what I'm saying?
Hey, all right. Speaking of women, speaking of women, let's transition to this next topic. I'm sorry for the people that say we talk about sex a lot. We are young, horny bastards. We like to have sex a lot. So sorry about that. But we talked about a good amount of respectful, deep shit. So, you can't really say that. If you don't watch this episode, if you don't watch this episode from the beginning, the fuck out of here. We don't want to hear your criticism. But do y'all prefer big clits or small clits? Preferably, I like mine a little, not like a rice grain type of small, but I don't want like a jelly bean. Like, I don't like jelly beans, to be honest. I've never liked the jelly bean.
You gotta get the Starburst jelly beans, bro. They better.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's another creation of that. Ain't the original jelly bean that my grandma used to have.
It's just nasty.
That's like she still eat good and plenty. That shit's disgusting. But anyway,
that's the purple and white thing.
Yes, the fucking disgusting. Yeah, my grandma loved them. Grandma's like nasty shit like that.
Y'all ever like the Halloween trick or treat and you look in the bag, you see a good and plenty, bro? Oh my!
That's how I feel about almond joy and Butterfingers.
That's how I discovered good.
Yeah, don't give me no Butterfingers. I feel like niggas just was forcing Butterfingers because of the Simpsons. And
fingers are fucking disgusting, bro. Yo,
tripping,
bro.
Them
my phone is tripping, bro. It just took me out of the zone. I wasn't even paying attention.
You want Pat? But why you say niggas disgusting?
Butterfingers are disgusting. Like they're not disgusting, but they're not a delicacy. Like
you can't see.
I'm coming. I got phone zone. What's that?
Okay. So big clits or small clits, gentlemen? I'm not. I don't want a small clip where I can't see it, but I want something. I don't want a
small clip. This is so.
I don't want a mini dick right there. I don't want a blanket.
I want a medium. I want a medium size one. Like small and medium.
Hey, bro. Y'all terrible, bro.
Bro, I'm not eating no vagina, and I got a shorty clip that I put in my mouth, and that shit feel like a little corn dog little thing.
Oh fuck no!
Yeah, like I've had big clips. Well, I haven't had like the big clip, like the baby dick. I haven't had the baby.
The baby.
That's what they call it, the baby dick.
Yeah,
that's what it look like.
Dick.
Yeah, I ain't never had a baby dick.
Some female clips be like fresh out the womb baby dicks.
Yeah, Like women get circumcised.
You know, babies be coming out of the womb with a little
Go ahead, bro.
little racer bud dick.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Because you got a daughter and stuff. Women they get their clit circumcised sometimes.
Why would I know that?
Y'all never knew that?
But why would I know that?
You had a daughter, so they didn't ever ask you that?
I don't think that happens in America that much, bro.
I'm just saying, because you're the father, nigga. They can ask you that question.
They ain't asking no shit like that, bro.
Oh,
and I was there the whole time.
I don't think that really happens in America that much, bro.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know it was a real
I think
thing.
overseas they do that, like other
I found out.
countries.
Yeah, that's why the baby dicks are basically like extra foreskin over the clit. Just like if a nigga don't get circumcised, that foreskin, that's what that is. So that's why some women have bigger clits than others.
But
I might be wrong. Ladies, if I'm wrong, please correct me.
He is wrong.
IG is the Lieutenant Dre Boogie. Holler at me. Holler my DM.
But, bro, they doctor never asked me that, and I promise you I was there the whole time.
That doesn't happen.
I got a funny story when I was there, but continue.
That doesn't happen in America. That's why.
But see, it's also the clits that be hidden. Like you got to kind of pull back a little bit, like pull a little.
That's why straight sometimes be so small with their lips cover up their clits. I don't want that where you got a peekaboo with the clit. Like I wanted to be there, but I don't want that shit. I don't want that shit to be baby Glock locked and loaded.
Like, I like me a fat mom.
What?
Fat cat, like a fat mom, fat cat. That's what they.
Nigga, what?
The fat cat, like the pussy be fat.
You want a fat pussy, nigga? Just talk.
Right,
why
the
you
fat
nigga
cat.
so PG, nigga?
The fat.
Fuck
the
that
fat
criticism.
Fuck that criticism.
No, he said criticism.
I said criticism. Crit.
Like
did you say criticism? If you said criticism, I'd be like, this nigga's on another level.
That would have been fire.
But no, see, the one girl I was messing with, she not from here. That's the first time I ever seen. Like,
you still deal with her?
No.
Don't matter.
It's when I seen her box. That probably was one of like the more perfect boxes I had ever seen. Because like her shit was like it was all the right size. The clip was right there. Like the shit was right there. Like when you pulled the pants off, the clip was like, hey. I'm like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? The box was smooth, like it was not hairy, none of that. I'm not saying that any box I dealt with after or before, because nobody knows, wasn't looking good. I'm just saying, like, when I like to me, what a perfect box looked like, that's what she had. Like her box quality was good, but it looked nice. Presentation was 10 out of 10.
Yeah, women have that too, where they look at dicks and they like certain things. Some women don't like curvature, some do. Some women like certain type of like length and width and shit like that, and you know, or the way it's shaved or not and stuff like that.
They definitely have their preference.
We do too. Shit, I don't want
no.
We
have our preference.
We got ugly pussy. We ain't gonna last.
That's not true. Because sometimes pussy be ugly, but the pussy.
See, but
you don't want to just you want to put on the pants and look ugly.
Women think dicks are ugly. Like every dick not pretty to every. All dicks not pretty.
I've heard women say that about niggas that they've dealt with. Like every dick don't.
Not pretty, but they be sucking the shit out of them joints.
Yeah, I mean they love
like how I feel though.
I'll say this when it comes to like just pussies. I don't really have a preference. I don't really got a preference when it comes to clit sizes. My shit is the lips, bro. Cause it's like sometimes the roast beef be getting to me. You feel me? Like.
So you don't got a preference? You'll get a jelly bean?
Yeah, you mean you get like what about like a fat ass clit?
You'll eat a jelly bean?
Don't matter.
You will suck a clit.
I respect that.
It's more the lips, bro. You about to put that in the camera or you about to send it?
Pussy, regardless. I'm gonna eat it.
Huh.
It's just it's
I like a medium size. I can see it, but I don't. It's not too big.
Bro. Just the roast beef lips, they get to me sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know what roast beef lips are, bro.
You know what roast beef lips
It's when like you know how lips normally
look like roast beef
vertical. You know how lips look vertical normally?
He be acting fake clueless. This shit, that shit be blowing me.
I really don't know what
roast beef look like.
It's just when the pussy look like it's like, it's been used a lot.
You ain't gotta know. You ain't gotta like it to know what roast beef.
I don't eat it. I don't know what it look like. I don't know.
You don't have to like it or eat it to know what it. How are you so oblivious to not know what roast beef?
You don't really watch porn, but have you ever seen a pussy that's been like in a gangbang or something? Like after how it looks like? Yeah, you gotta
no.
lift it up a little bit.
That ain't my thing.
Yeah.
Like the
Never
lips
good.
look like this.
I didn't even
They
know that
just
was
look
roast
like
beef.
they look like they not vertical. They look like they kind of like blended.
I didn't know that was roast beef.
Roast beef be torched though sometimes because I mean,
Facts.
like depending on the dick she done had, your dick is going to fit right in there.
What the fuck?
Pause. I've never had roast beef because I don't know. I just had a lot of fat pussies. I've had like one perfect, and I had like some skinny ones. Ladies, I just want to ask a quick question for all of you that do watch the podcast. Ladies, whether you be big, small, or medium size, or whatever you are, do you think small women take dick better than bigger women? I just need you ladies to poll that. Thanks. Fellas, do y'all think smaller women take dick better than bigger
I
women?
think thick women,
Right.
thick up until BBW women,
Right.
take dick better than thick and going down to like skinny women. So that's thick, slim,
They
thick.
suck
skinny,
that. They suck that dick better.
They suck the dick, but I feel like skinny women.
They suck the
sometimes
dick.
I feel like
I think
I feel like skinny
take
women fuck better sometimes. Like they'll ride more. They got more energy. The knees
Yeah,
are
but
better.
thick
You gotta-
joints is.
I know, but thick joints, they get on top. They only ride the dick for like 10 seconds, and then they tired. And you gotta do all the work. And it's like, all right, you on top for a reason. I ain't know what I mean.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the skinny joints, they'll be throwing it back and they'll do extra shit because they ain't got much, so they gotta do a little extra to make you feel like they really got something.
I just like no one to say this.
The dick joints, they know they got the motion in the ocean, so you just hit that bitch one. That's just thunderclap. They know they ain't gotta do much.
Oh, okay. No, I don't like that. I don't like that.
just sent it.
Yeah, you better throw up all that shit.
I don't like that.
I just sent it in the chat so he know what that looked like, bro.
I don't like
I
that.
gotta delete this picture.
I
That
get,
was
I
that
get
was
what you're
crazy.
saying about roast beef now, though. I understand that.
That's roast beef, bro.
But I didn't know
Because
what
the
it
inside of
was.
pussy the inside of pussy is pink, but it's just when their pussy lips are
Lips,
so
bro.
big.
Okay.
And,
Excess lips, bro.
yeah,
Okay,
excess
got you.
lips.
Yeah.
Thank
Like
you
we got
for helping
excess
me
foreskin.
understand.
Like some women have excess lips. Excess
But-
foreskin.
So to answer Dre's question, I've had sex with the more skinny side of girls, like the skinny thick type shot. The sex is better though.
You
Like
said the more skinny, thick. What?
I said, the skinny to thick.
So
Like
we
that.
talking about what? Okay, hold on. We talking about petite? No, yeah, petite.
The woman scale.
No,
from
petite could be
all the
small.
way up.
We talking about skinny.
Small.
We talking about bony, like bony
Okay,
skinny.
okay. so
Only
this
through
the-
BBW.
this
so
the-
petite up.
Then petite.
Yeah. So petite all the way to slim thick, and you got thick all the way to BBW.
All of it. That whole range.
All right, petite to slim thick. I say that.
Okay.
Okay.
The sex is definitely been better, and it's partially because of what Don said. Like they do more, they compensate more. Like they, it's better. Like they do a lot more, and it feels better to me. Like I ain't.
I've had in my lifetime slim thick to like BBW, and yeah, shit hit different, man. Shit hit different. You know what I'm saying? Especially the thick joints. Thick joints gonna suck you, get your soul up out of there.
It's just harder to hit some positions with thick joints, bro. Like
Uh,
it'd be hard to hit the wake up in the morning side, like fuck, like while trying to
that is true.
grab
but
the, while
it's
trying to
like,
grab the front of their neck and shit, because they ass be so big and they be on your stomach, so it's stopping me from like.
but
really-
at the same time, Don, at the same time, it do be hard. But it's like if you put in that extra, it's like crab. It's like crab legs. It's like that joint is good on the inside, but you gotta put a little bit more work on it. BBWs are like crab claws.
No, sometimes you just can't crack them the way you want to.
But
Sometimes
this
you
the
just
thing
need
though,
to.
BBW.
That's true. That's so.
Hold on,
That's
hold on, let me
100%
finish,
true.
let me finish.
You can't do what you want to do how you want
Let
to
me
do it all the
finish.
time, bro.
But let me finish. BBWs, like thick joints, and like from petite all the way up to thick joints, they crab legs. You know what I'm saying? You got to put some work in, but you get it. BBWs are crab claws, bro. It takes a little bit more work. It takes more work than the average work, but when you get it, it's dead, bro.
I ain't gonna hold you. Bigger woman got some nice pussy. That should be moist.
You gotta get you a big
like,
one at least once.
Bigger, thicker.
attractive, well kept big woman. Put it like that. Because some big women got them the blue waffle that nah. That ain't it. I like blueberry waffles, not blue waffles.
Oh my god, dude. I don't know what that is either. You want to know what that
I
is?
really don't. I was laughing at you.
Send it in the chat.
No, don't send that. Please don't send that, bro. No.
You ain't learning about blue. I learned about blue waffles.
I learned about blue waffle in like middle school.
Yeah, I was like in middle school. I learned about that.
Damn, what the fuck where I was at, bro?
I don't know. You're not black.
Google search it right now, so everybody get your live reaction and you find out what it is. Go do it right now.
More niggas
Google search.
Like it depends on who you hang with when you're young, bro. Because there's some niggas that don't get no box, but they always looking up dumb shit.
I was like 13.
Stop cap.
Wait, say that.
I didn't have sex till I was about 13. I wasn't even thinking about sex. I was playing sports and all that shit.
You was fucking at 13?
Stop cap.
Oh wait, that's young. But that was
what?
I thought
that's
that was
young?
late. I thought that was late.
13, bro. Who was fucking at 12 and 11?
Nigga, do you know what the fuck I was doing at 13, nigga?
Please do not look that up, Ty. That shit is disturbing.
You was fucking at 13?
Stop cap.
I just said don't look it up, and he's gonna regret when he look it up.
No, wait. Am I supposed to be in blue waffle? What?
Blue waffle.
Just type in blue waffle.
And blue waffle is not only for the vagina as well.
That's what I'm saying. What the fuck? I just probably see blue waffles.
You probably
Blue
just typed
waffle
in blue waffle
genitals.
disease or genitals or something.
Hold up. What?
Off the juice. Coding got me tripping.
Hey, I started to like that song a lot more, bro. And Roddy Rich on the remix, bro. That shit like that.
Hey, bro, don't ever tell me no shit like that again, bro.
Have sex at 13.
I told you not to do it no more. But
What was you? 13?
13. I ain't bust no nut till I was.
Cause all right, bro. I thought that was late, bro.
16.
I wasn't
didn't
even
start
thinking about
doing anything sexual till I was like 16, 17, bro.
Oh no, I was 13, bro.
No, I
She
did
was
some
like,
shit sexually, but I didn't.
He was like
I didn't
16.
bust a nut.
You get your dick touched on or some shit like that, but not
he was
like
like 16.
sex.
Definitely
I
going
know
through
somebody
puberty,
got
so you
those
kind of like
terrible
your hormones are kind of a little high, so your dick be getting hard off math problems in class sometimes. Like
Facts.
Yeah,
it don't
me
be that,
too,
but
nigga.
you be
My dick don't
learning
get all
something. Your
math
dick
That
be
ain't never
hard.
happened to you when you was younger.
Not from the math problems.
I'm just
Maybe
saying.
the
I'm not
teacher
saying-
or a shorty that's sitting next to me in front of me, but I'm not getting my dick is not getting hard off of Pythagorean theorem. My shit is not getting hard off that.
I remember no bullshit in middle school.
Dre's a sick nigga, bro.
We had them desks where like the way our desk was, they was like back to back. And I remember one time I slouched, I'd never forget this shit. I slouched down in my seat and my knee hit this girl ass. Her ass was fat as shit. And it was like, I was like, what the fuck? That's how
I've had when my dick get hard with like, you had to line up, not line up, but you're in a small space or something.
Yeah, you line up and you bump somebody.
Yeah, I really bumped the female in the ass, like her ass off, and they put her ass on you, like, your shit just, I'm like, damn. Can I go to the bathroom real quick? And then that was back there. I used to wear boxes sometimes. So like my dick, like if I had like pre-cum, it'll come through the pants like easier. So I had to like
what?
If you wear boxes, it's thinner material than briefs. So if you pre-cum, if you have pre-cum issue or pre-cum comes out, it'll show up through, especially khakis.
That ain't never happened to you before.
I ain't never pre-cum.
Little drippy.
I definitely came in my pants from some other shit.
I never pre-cum. I pre-came, but I didn't. It's not like something I tried to do. It's just my dick get hard and the fluids come. Never nutted in my pants, so that's.
I've never nutted in my pants.
Nutted in my pants.
From what?
I was 13. She was just rubbing on me, rubbing her ass on me. I thought it was good. I just came in my pants.
I've never nutted without touching my dick.
Yeah, me neither.
That's sick. If you can nut without touching
I
your dick,
nutted.
that's sick.
Wet dreams technically happen. You don't touch your dick.
I've never had a wet dream.
For real?
I can remember.
I had wet dreams, but I never got to the point where I nutted in those.
Yeah,
dreams.
my first wet dream.
I've thought about sex.
hard.
I guess I did, but I never nutted in a wet dream on sex. Like,
You know,
I've
I'm
never-
not. This is
My dick
really
be
sick,
hard.
right? This is
Okay,
really
like,
about to be sick. What I'm
I've
about to say.
I've had a wet dream. and it was
I
like,
want to hear what this nigga
I
was
want to
saying.
hear what he got to say too.
who, me?
So
Jordan.
no, me real quick before you go. So like 4 years ago, because I've been living here for 4 years. Before me and my mom had moved down and lived with my grandmother and them for a while, right? So I used to share a bed with my grandmother, right? Slim.
Nah.
I used to I used to have, I had like 3 wet dreams laying in the bed next to my grandmother, fool, and they used to be wild as shit to me. Like, what the
What?
fuck, fool? Like, I used to wake up and be like, yo, this shit's sticky as fuck. Like, it used to really blow me. Like, it wasn't because of my grandmother. It's just wild that you're having wet dreams laying next to your grandmother. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like,
What?
I'm telling you, bro, I could never explain that shit, bro. It's wild as shit, bro. I was having wet dreams,
Am
bro,
I editing
in the
this
bed.
out or am I keeping it in? Let me know this now.
It's not. I'm not saying that I was rubbing on her.
I mean, he was a grown teenager at a normal age. But what dreams of doing due to circumstances, he had to
He was just in the wrong place.
It was his grandmother, so he made the shit happen.
Like, I mean,
to the bathroom or beat his dick in the shower and get it off.
Yeah, like I would just get up, go use the bathroom, knock that shit out.
Y'all ever been at like a family member house or somewhere and like y'all dick got hard, you went to the bathroom and beat off like at your cousin's house or somebody's house, like just to get one out? I've done that.
That's crazy.
Mom sent me some news, bro. I never forget that, bro. She sent me news while we was at the Thanksgiving table, bro.
Okay, that's different than what he just said.
Sent me news. I was like, oh my god.
I mean, I essentially said the same thing. I just didn't get background. I didn't say a girl sent me pictures.
Y'all some freaks.
I ain't gonna hold you.
We freaks having sex at 13.
If I was ever at Thanksgiving and a foot come across my dick at the table and it ain't my girl, like it's a sister or aunt or something,
you're a victim.
I'm a victim. I'm telling my girl. I'm like, yo, your
13,
sister.
I really thought 13 was late. I thought y'all was having.
You're a victim.
13 is very early in the sex cycle, bro.
You a
I didn't
victim.
know that.
You're just in puberty. Like sometimes some niggas just hit puberty at 13. Like that's when your shit start getting there. Like that's when you wake up. You like, yo, what the fuck is this head by my dick? Like,
bro, you're a victim, bro.
Nah, it used to be like it was just. I used to go to like this what's it called? This little daycare center, and it was like up to 13, and I was like 13, and the lady that was working was like 23, and then she happened to put. Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all. Like she put her foot under the table and touched my dick with her foot.
You're a victim. That's victim.
Wait, hold on. Hold the fuck.
This not my first time I had sex though, but this happened.
You're a victim.
23-year-old woman.
Yeah.
In your private area, and you were 13.
Yeah.
That's a 10-year difference. You are a victim.
I had to be 13 or 14.
Wait, y'all didn't fuck. She just touched you.
So, bruh. All right, so she did that, and I was like, all right, cool. Like, you know me, I'm niggas. I'm just like, oh yeah, she's touching my dick and shit. So she wrote me this note. She was like, I really like. I wish she was older. Da, 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 da. I was like, damn, you know, me too. Yada yada yada. So eventually, Eventually, she was like, I used to walk with her like it was just like this back hallway, long hallway, but the cameras was off, and she used to grab my hand and put it on her titty. I used to squeeze it and shit, grab her ass, and her ass was fat as shit. Like when I say fat as shit, that thing was fat as shit. So she used to do that. She used to show me that, and let me do that, and it was yeah.
You're a victim.
Yeah, what else we got to do?
So that's when I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then the girl I had sex with, she was like 16. And then she just did everything for me. She put it in for me and all that. She just told me what to do.
All right, man. Let's
What the fuck? Hey, no, sir.
Do you have to argue with your girl, or can you walk away sometime?
You're a victim.
Hey, the nigga in the back. There we go.
CSI.
Hey, you the funny nigga. He told him, there we go.
He's going on. There we go. CSI. You said.
Here we go, CSI.
Here we go. You said, can we do you always have to argue with your girl? Hey, Mo. Here we go.
Hey, he the funniest nigga in that video for that, bro.
Hey, bro, go to fuck.
Hey, why that's the first thing that popped in his head, bro? There we
There
go.
Oh,
CSI.
here we go. See, it's funny as shit, bro.
I said, do you always have to argue with your girl, or sometimes can you walk away? I
No,
don't know who wrote
you
this.
do not have to always argue. With
That was
It's
me.
purple. It's you.
And
toxic
I'm
bitch.
gonna say my piece on that. You do not always have to argue with your girl, and I'm not saying when I say walk away, I mean like you walk away while they're in the middle of what they're saying. Sometimes if y'all having a disagreement about something or y'all having an argument, you don't always have to sit there when you feel like both of y'all like y'all switch topics. Like y'all talking about one thing, then somebody get mad and be like, you ain't watched this yesterday. What the fuck is that about? Like, what's up with you not? It's like we was on one thing. Why you switching topics? Like I'm not about to argue with you about something else. You just mad, so you gonna keep bringing up shit. You gonna bring up anything. That'd be the problem with a lot of arguments. Sometimes they don't stay on target. When you're younger, growing into adulthood, a lot of your arguments kind of don't be straightforward. A lot of times, like it be other shit that be coming into the argument other than what y'all discussing at the time. So my point is, when you can walk away, is like, do you have to sit there when the argument takes a turn and it's like, you not even talking about the shit that we was originally mad about. I'm not about to sit here and keep going back and forth with you. I'm gonna take a step back, or I'm gonna go chill for a minute, go get my head together. Like, is that something that you all can do?
Yeah, I would say I had more arguments about dumb shit when I was younger dating, but me dating as an adult, I don't have arguments. Like, because most of the time when you be arguing with your significant other, it be about shit that you don't acknowledge. So half the time, if you just acknowledge the shit or acknowledge that you fucked up in a situation or you messed up in a situation, like 9 times out of 10, that shit be over and done with. Y'all can make up and be over and done.
That's some money.
So it's like I just don't. And then 2, I'm not the type that in relationships that I like to have arguments in general. Like I'm not that person. Like, well, I'm gonna have an argument with my girl for 30 minutes about the dumbest shit. All you got to do is acknowledge what is making you upset. I apologize, acknowledge that what I did was wrong, and then I put in the actions to fix the situation, and that'd be over and done with. That's how you don't have relationships with arguments. And yeah,
You don't gotta do nothing you don't want to. Me the type of nigga, you argue with me about some dumb shit, I walk away. I got a car, I roll out.
Oh damn!
if it's getting too like you cursing me out, calling me out my name, all this other shit, I would definitely get in my car and roll out. Definitely, because then we're not talking like adults, and you talking to me like we kids. And if we supposed to be adults in a situation, you should be able to voice yourself like an adult. Tell me like, hey, Brandon, you did this, and this, and I don't fuck with that. And then I should be an adult to be able to have that conversation back to you. But arguments be yelling about the dumbest shit, bro.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like until we both say our piece, we gonna keep talking. Like I don't just walk away, because me saying if I'm talking to you or we arguing and I say okay, you gonna think I'm saying okay just to shut you the fuck up. I'm like, all right, okay, you got it. You gonna think I'm trying to shut you the fuck up. If I say, are you done yet? It's gonna be like I'm being rude, like I'm rushing you. If I say, no matter, so I'm just gonna let you keep talking. I'm gonna say my piece, and if we can't move forward, then we just gonna keep talking about the shit.
But it's not what you say; it's how you say it.
You can be like, all right, okay, I hear you. You can be like, oh, you just want me to shut the fuck up.
Because 9 times out of 10, you tell somebody, okay, I hear you. You don't hear them. You just saying that because you want them to shut the fuck up. Yeah. Like if you really hear them, you'll say, okay, babe, I understand what you're saying. I understand I was wrong for saying X, Y, and Z. I understand where you're coming from and how you feel, and I need to take more time and consideration into what you say.
All women be wanting to hear, bro. And I promise you, you will never have arguments if you would just say that shit and
you can't just tell a woman like, okay, I'll talk to you later, or the conversation over. Like you can't do that.
No.
Yeah, like on the
even with me, I don't like that.
If you keep saying that same thing, like I understand, I hear you, I'm gonna change, or I'm gonna change how I go about this. If you keep saying that shit, or you say that shit every time.
No, but that's why
I'm not saying you change.
Right. The second part of what I said makes sense, because I said you gotta put the action in after you done said that. If you're not putting the action in and you just saying that shit, you throwing money at the wind. It's not doing nothing.
You gotta say the shit, mean the shit, and then
Well,
do the
the
shit.
money is gonna fly away, so I mean, it is technically doing something.
I'm saying you gotta do shit.
Like on a serious note, like
But I,
you know,
I,
we
I
always
understand. Like, I just feel like you gotta finish having that conversation, regardless if you say that. I feel like you just gotta finish having a conversation and come back around. Like, I hear you. I understand what you're saying. Like, so what can we do after this? Like, what are we gonna do to make this better so this won't happen again? I feel like it's still gonna lead to a conversation. So
Yeah, sometimes people just need to learn how to say like, well, let me take some time to think about it. I'm the type of introverted person sometimes when it comes to like serious things with my spouse or my other significant other, I take time to think about it. If you hit me with something, you say you cheated or you pregnant or you don't want to have a baby or this and that, or you feel unsure about our relationship or whatever, if anything deep like that, I ain't gonna respond to you right away. You can be like, what you gotta say? Why you so quiet? I need to walk away. I need to take some hours to think about some shit, do some shit. Then I'll come back to you and I'll be like, well, I thought about that process, blah, blah. This is what I think, how I feel, how I want to attack the situation, blah, blah. What do you think? Stuff like that. You can't just deny or cancel a woman or vice versa. You shouldn't do it as a woman to a man and be like, okay, you got it.
But we too.
I don't take that approach. I say something like is it like I feel like you should develop some type of language between you and your significant other. Like
I was just about to say,
like not right now. Like I'm not in the mood to talk right now. If I say something right now, I'm gonna say it out of anger. Or you should say like a word like jelly beans. Like that means I'm not ready to talk. Or me personally,
why would you just say I'm not ready to talk?
Because like,
like you said, like I'm an introverted person. I just talked about how I handle shit. I'm not saying I walk away from every scenario, but if it gets really tense, I'm not going to argue and yell to the top of lungs with my girl. And nor will a girl wouldn't be my girl if she does that too. Like you might be upset, but you're not saying yell at me at the top of your lungs all day.
Right.
And at the same time, sometimes you understand when you hurt a woman's feelings or y'all in the midst of an argument, sometimes women really don't be giving a fuck about nobody but themselves in that moment.
True.
Sometimes.
And vice versa.
Most of the time.
But
I feel like we always come around and apologize, but women don't apologize that much when they are in the wrong.
They
for
do.
Not listening
They come
to
suck your dick.
Don't apologize for shit.
They do it the other way. They might give you something to eat or act like everything's
Women
fine
don't
coming in the bed. They don't apologize verbally.
They'll do it in actions.
Yeah, it's not verbal.
It's not gonna come out their mouth.
Oh my
God, I apologize. That's never gonna just come out of their mouth, bro.
Bro,
don't try to get no shit on your chest right now.
Like a month ago.
No.
I'm watching the show Girlfriends, right? It's not shit off my chest. A month ago, watching shit Girlfriends, right? In the show, the girl Maya got a husband, but she starts messing with the nigga named Stan, right? So she's getting her friends to lie about her going to see the nigga every time to basically cover for her husband. I'm watching it with the female friend. She says out her mouth, "Damn, that's crazy. I get why she doing that." Cheating on her husband, like that's.
Well, I need more backstory to how the husband and her relationship was.
So basically, in the moment, she was like, she wanted to go back to school and stuff like that, and the husband was like, "I thought we was gonna wait until I get my business started." That nigga Stan comes along, he listens to her, he understands her, and he's like motivating her and shit. So she's like, when a woman is vulnerable, any man that comes in contact with her that is like giving her what she wants. She's going to naturally be drawn to. She's gonna be naturally drawn to. So I get it, like why she was doing it, but it's just crazy. Like women really be like sympathetic for shit like that and be on your side, like woman's side. But then it's like it's like good friends tell you when you're wrong. Other bitches be like, I get it. I'm not saying I wouldn't do it. It's like,
but
alrighty.
Going back to what we was talking about, like with just like arguments and shit, sometimes like what Ty was saying, you do have to acknowledge when the situation is getting to that point. Like I know me in relationships, I'd be like, look, I understand you mad, I'm gonna give you your time. And when you
don't need no motherfucking time.
I do that all the time. If I know that my significant other is mad,
you gotta be careful with that too, because some women take offense to that when you say your time.
Well,
I try to say we. I say we as a collective group. I think it's best that we both take time.
It depends on the situation. So, like for instance, whenever I'm using that, I could be like calm, ready to talk, and then on the opposite end, she not ready to talk. So I know that at this point, it's really on you to be ready to talk. So I need you to, you know what I'm saying, get ready to talk. So I'm going to give you your time to calm down so that we can talk. That's what I mean by that.
No, I feel you, but some women don't like that because they feel like you're talking to them like a child.
Yeah.
And that's normally what you would say to a child. I'm going to let you go and get your time out. When you're ready to come back and join the rest of the group, I'll come check on you. You come let me know. That's exactly how some women are going to take it. So that's why I try to just say, we both need to go take some time, take a deep breath, walk around, think about some stuff, analyze.
I'm just not argumentative. If I'm getting to the point where I'm arguing with you, then that means our relationship is getting to the end, bro. And we gotta real talk. Like
no, that means getting to the end. Like sometimes you can I know, but I'm just saying you can get to something that's really challenging to like just because
like every relationship has.
Like I know you shouldn't argue about small shit, but there can be something really big. It might could be like when you're married, a financial thing, or like something like involving one of your children's health or surgery or something that you'll have an argument about. You might not see the eye to eye, and that's not necessarily a bad thing.
So this is what I mean, right? It's a difference because we got to really like break down what we're talking about when it comes to arguing, right? An argument, all it is just you bringing up a topic, you saying what it is, somebody comments on it, and then there's a discussion that's happening, right?
Right.
That's what an argument really is. But what we're talking about is a shouting match where y'all are shouting at each other and you're just getting out emotions without it being like a constant communication in that conversation. I'm talking about that. I don't do that shit. I can have an argument with my woman, but it's not an argument. We're just having a conversation and we're talking this shit out. The frustrations may come out, but we're not sitting there yelling at each other or talking down to each other or cutting each other off while we're talking. It's just an adult conversation where we're going back and forth and we're discussing the situation. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not the nigga that's going to be sitting there yelling at you like, no, you need to da 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 da. And you going, no, you blah, 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 blah. Like we doing all that extra. No, because then that means that we've gotten to the point where we've lost respect for each other. We've gotten to the point that.
Or you just upset.
No, because the way I handle relationships, when I'm starting at ground zero, we starting the relationship off with communication. We're talking. I don't care what it is. So when I start a relationship off with communication, everything and anything is going to be talked about. It might sound trivial and it might sound dumb as hell, but when you talk about every little thing, it gives that woman that security of regardless of what it is that's going on, I can have a conversation with my nigga and it don't lead into a shouting match. And that's what I mean about the arguments coming on later on. If we get to the point now that we're arguing, where we're yelling at each other, we've lost what it was that built the foundation of that relationship.
You say the same thing over. I understand what you're saying. I'm saying somebody can be upset with you and want to yell at you. Somebody can be upset with you and
that don't make it okay.
Or
that's what I'm saying. Regardless if you're upset, that don't mean you're gonna yell at me.
No, that don't make it okay because if you yell on her,
I'm not saying that makes it okay, but I'm saying it happens. Don't say, okay. Let me is when our relationship nah.
I mean, no, I get what
like niggas yell all the time and come back in.
But everybody's relationship is like different in the sense like sometimes somebody gets frustrated to the point where it's like they get tired of going back and forth with you on the same level. Sometimes they do get to the point where it's like, nah, bro, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? They get to that level, and actually. You'll be surprised how many times you'll notice you're yelling at somebody when you're mad. Like sometimes you won't even notice. Sometimes shit just happens. So I get what you're saying.
Like you in control of everything. Like you know how she gonna react. Like you know that she's not allowed to yell at you. She's not allowed to get loud or be upset with you. Like
I was giving my own experience.
I understand that, but
I haven't been in a relationship where that shit happened. Because of how I started a relationship and how it ends. Like, yeah, if the relationship ended rocky, yeah, but like I done been in my last relationship with Shawty, y'all know what I'm talking about. We was together damn near 4.5 years, and we didn't start arguing until like around the 4th year because that's just how we communicated. Like, so I haven't been in no situation where like I be sitting there having shouting matches with motherfuckers because I'm sitting there from day one. That's how we communicate. When I get to the point that I feel like I'm yelling at somebody, then I know that we got to a point where we just need to just backtrack all that shit. And then on vice versa, she not going to be yelling at me. Like, why the fuck would you yell at me when we already know that we've been talking for this long? We know how we communicate. There's no point in yelling. You stop yourself like an adult
and you talk to me like an adult. Like,
well, let's be clear. Having an argument does not necessarily mean yelling. Like, we got to be clear. You can be
That's
arguing
what I was saying originally.
but you can be arguing at a calm tone. I just heard you bring up a point of yelling.
I said that's shouting matches. I'm
saying shouting match is not the only definition of arguing or argument.
Right.
Argument, you could be talking calm as possible, but if you're dismissive or really not trying to hear what the other person has to say or giving a fuck what the other person has to say or being too dominant, then it can be argumentative. So we got to take that in consideration as well.
I just don't. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. I'm not. I'm not, bro. Keeping it 100 with you, just bros. You sound controlling as fuck, saying that she not like. I get what you're saying. Like, y'all can have that conversation where you have respect. You just sound controlling.
I think I kind of get what you're saying. Because sometimes, Brandon, when you talk about your relationship principles and shit, you do kind of sound a bit controlling. But I get what you're trying to do.
Me. When she yelling at me, this relationship done. Damn, bro.
You kind of have your rules and shit so controlled to the point where you don't give the other person room to even like say their rules.
It's how you sound. It's how you sound. It's how you sound.
Certain things you say into the relationship do sound
I know you, so I know how you are. But I'm saying it's how you sound, bro. You sound controlling and shit.
That's not control. If I'm saying from when we first meet that we've established.
Don't repeat yourself. I heard you. I'm just saying.
He's just saying that's what it sounds like.
It can come off controlling. You're not going to understand that because you're used to saying.
I'm asking y'all. I'm not debating. I'm asking.
I mean, we're not a woman. We're not a woman. Like you, until you meet that certain woman that's not going to tolerate that type of shit. I mean, then those would be the ones that you wouldn't even get to the next level.
Follow us. Tell us if Brandon is controlling, please.
How? But that.
What's your question? Though? What's your question?
I'm asking if I, as a male, am starting into a relationship with a woman. We've established a level of communication where we're talking, we're openly talking, and everything and anything we feel comfortable to talk about.
Right.
How is that controlling when we get to a point that we're arguing now? There should be no point that we're arguing because
let me answer you.
Initially when something, like, I'm gonna give you a prime example, right?
No, I want the question so I can answer your question.
I think he's missing. Like, Ty's not saying what that point is controlling. Like,
no, I'm not saying that either. I'm just breaking down what I'm saying so I can ask the question of how is that.
I already know what you say. I just want your question. I understand every point you say.
I've established a level. All right. So this is my question. If I've established a level of communication where there's open communication and somebody can talk to me right as something is going on, right? How is that controlling?
Okay. You can't always control their reaction. You can't always control the way
Let them finish.
I got you. I'm about to mute my mic.
You can't always control their reaction. You can't always control the way they communicate. Some things may be more upsetting than others. Some things may cause them to yell more than others. Just because they want to yell or they want to get loud with you or they want to express themselves in a different way with their hands, whatever they want to do, doesn't mean that they don't have that respect for you. It's just that how they feel in that moment. So I don't think you saying that once we get to the point of yelling while we communicate, we on the verge of ending. Maybe they just feel that way in the moment. Maybe they expressing themselves that particular way. Not saying that it's right or wrong. Not saying that it happens or don't happen. I'm saying it can happen. And you saying that it might be the end of your relationship is just like, damn, bro. Like, do you need to be that much in control to say we don't need to be together if you're gonna yell at me?
Okay, so I was with you on the controlling part, but what you're saying doesn't make sense because what he stated doesn't mean he's controlling. No. All he's saying that he doesn't.
And I agree. I'm saying it sounds that way, like to the outside listener.
Not in that regard. I mean, a man can't say that he doesn't want to argue with his woman and get to a point where he has to yell, or they have to yell with each other.
That's what I'm trying to.
I wasn't saying that part made you controlling. You said something earlier. I can't remember exactly what you said, but I've known you for a while. So certain things you say on your relationship principles certain things I heard you say in the past can come off pretty controlling.
Like what?
But in terms of, I can't remember exactly on the top of the key, but you have said some things that I'd be like, man, that's a little, I can see some women finding that controlling, especially in this day and age of strong, independent black women who feel like they don't need niggas that much. So,
nigga, I don't need them.
Be a strong, independent black man. It's like no.
No, but in terms of that point, Ty, I don't think that makes him controlling. He just clearly stating what he doesn't want or what he wants and doesn't want. His preference.
And I get it. I understand. I'm just saying it sounds like certain things he says, just I'm like, bro, like you sound like controlling this shit.
My thing is this.
That's like if he's saying like, "Oh, we brothers. We get to a point where we gotta fight. Then our relationship is not where I would like for it to be, or what I would want it for it to be. Like, if you're my true friend, then we shouldn't have to physically fist fight."
That's fact.
And some people believe otherwise.
That's fact.
So it's not, I don't think that's controlling for him to believe that type of principle.
My thing is, I feel like if we can openly talk, it should be no reason why we should sit here and yell. Just facts. Like.
No, I also think he's not saying like a person can get really frustrated to the point where they yell real quick.
Thank you. I'm not saying you can't do that. I'm
But
saying
I think he's like people that sit there and yell for 30 minutes at each other, just and then the neighbors call the police and all that.
About everything every single day, like we shouldn't be doing that.
I feel that. I've been times of frustration where I might have yelled real quick, but then I snap back and reality like
any girl that's ever dated me, talked to me, been with me knows I don't yell. Like it's no point if we talk and we openly communicate. Is no point of me getting myself to that point where I'm yelling at you, because if I'm yelling at you, I'm frustrated. If I'm frustrated, that means you're not listening. If you're not listening, that means the level of communication that we had was never there in the first place. Why are you looking like that?
Now that sounds a little crazy. That sounds crazy for you to say.
I mean, you not listening.
Yeah, you automatically.
I'm frustrated. That means we're not listening to each other. We're not listening.
But that does sound controlling, because that doesn't sound like the only that can't be the only way that she can make you frustrated, right?
No, I'm saying if I'm talking to you and we both getting frustrated, that means we're not hearing each other.
Okay.
So you're not listening to me.
No, if you're yelling, you're not listening.
Either or, we not listening to each other.
You can get frustrated and debate, or state your opposing argument.
You controlling motherfuckers, bro.
We'll put a poll up and we'll ask if that's controlling. I guarantee you, women are not gonna say that's controlling, bro.
Can't. No, the way you're saying it sounds controlling.
That's what I'm saying. Tell me how I'm saying it.
You're trying to dismiss the woman's side of it.
I'm not dismissing nothing. I never.
Sounds like it. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like.
And that's all I'm saying. It sounds that way.
Sounds like.
I'm about to say
certain things.
But
at first,
certain things sound that way. Certain things you say sound that way.
It's like when you explain the first, when we take time after we say something about being controlling, and then you rephrase it, it sounds normal. It sounds decent. But then when you go on your little rant and you go into it, then you say something that can be considered or sounds a little bit crazy or a little bit controlling.
I'm gonna just put it like this.
Or very dominant.
Like if we're not going where I want to eat, she can stay the fuck home. Like
that's never came out of my mouth ever.
I know, but I'm saying
he's saying that's what it's like.
I'm like, bro, like
I put it like this. We're gonna put a poll up, and I want to hear from the women if that's control.
So much 11 o'clock though, big homie.
Yeah, let's wrap this shit up.
It's just how you said it, bro. Like saying,
bro,
like,
don't say you gonna wrap it up, then you gonna comment, bro.
Don't say like you frustrated. I'm frustrated. That means you not listening.
I mean to say if I'm frustrated,
crazy.
I'm talking about if like we as a unit are frustrated. Huh?
So y'all not listening to each other,
right?
I'm just saying the way you say.
Well,
like,
my fault on that one. Okay, that's
why I said earlier. You not listening.
Okay, that's my fault.
It sounds
the rephrase is always the right one.
That's not what I was saying.
Okay, got you.
I, as in, like individually, I'm frustrated. She's frustrated. That means we're not listening to each other.
Okay, that's why I always try to say we, bro. Because when you say I, people feel like
y'all so fucking technical, bro. Like,
but I'm saying that's how
I know.
Women, they point that shit out.
We think women pointed out. We don't know because we not them, but.
That's why I put the equivalent of like a child. When you put a child in timeout, you be like, well, I feel like you're not ready to come. Like, now you controlling the how the fuck you know when I'm ready to do something, how you fuck you know how I feel.
Women notice all the small things. Trust me.
But yeah, that's interesting. We should have a couple female guests on here.
Yeah, bro, we gotta stop bullshit. Next episode, we have a female.
We had a good talk with my best friend at the basketball court today. She used to give us some good points. She would like to be on here maybe one day.
Who, Nate?
You talking about
am I breaking up or is y'all?
You talking about Nate?
Yeah.
The one that always who with us?
Hey, Ron, man.
Nah, who? Nah, I said my best friend.
I
You talking
I
about
heard
Nikki
you
that
say
ball?
it's a-
Nah, Nikki, that's just Nikki from the court. Bro.
Yeah, I thought you said it's a woman that always hoot with us that wanted to be on the pod. I was like, oh, okay. You
Nah, my best
Yeah,
friend
she
stopped
put-
passing
definitely asked me.
Yeah,
She put that on the comment, and she was like, "Y'all need to have a woman on here."
She said you need to let me join. So
Yeah.
she mentioned it there. I was like, well, shit, you got a computer, Zoom? You want to get on? I mean, we can set that up. But she definitely interested. She was saying we was having some good little talks for like 15 minutes about, you know, she asked to talk about some things that we talk on the pod. Yeah, it was really good. So I mean, we should have this type of conversation with a couple females on the pod.
Couple women, couple ladies.
You know, I'm getting tired of this female woman shit. I slip up and say female. I ain't about to convert myself every time, but
It's not, and it's not like I'm trying to disrespect you by calling you a female. If I say it's not disrespectful at all.
Feel disrespected, right?
Yeah, like it's not coming from a
bitches and females is not the same thing. Now, if I say bitches and hoes and tricks, then y'all be like, "Oh, this nigga's."
I guess female is broad because you can describe animals as females. That's what a bitches is, a female dog. So like you can describe a female as a multitude of things. As a woman is describing the actual person.
I just don't appreciate
when you fill in the application. What it say? When you fill in the application for your gender, what it say?
It say male or female.
Oh, thank you.
Or other.
Yeah, okay. So women go and hit other and then they write woman. No, you hit female.
I mean, if they really if it really irks their soul, then yeah.
It's more.
Then that's the thing I'm talking about. Oh, people being oversensitive, bro. Go to fuck
up.
It's
like I've seen.
You call me a male? I don't give a fuck.
Mad. Yeah, but I've seen ladies get mad because they were referred to as females.
But it's more of like a
domestic. We got through most of the topics too.
Comes to females, bro.
Yeah, I ain't talking about the other shit.
When you hear when they
we can talk about one more thing.
It's like an association.
Hey yo, so been in the friend zone, Mo. How y'all get out?
Nah, bro. Fuck that.
This how you end, bro. That's how you end it.
You dropped good dick off one time as a friend, and she never put you back in the friend
zone. How you get out the friend zone? You send her a dick pic, and then if she cut you off, you out of there. If she answers pussy, you in there.
Exactly. You drop dick off one time as a friend, and if she
I mean that's not the best way to get out of the friend zone, but it's either you won't get out one way, either you will still be a friend, or you won't go to the next level.
Bam.
Do you realize how setback? Like that's a setback, right? You getting shit to the shadow realm with that shit.
Well, that's why I say if you're gonna get cut off, you're not in the friend zone at all. So either way, you're out the friend zone,
or you gonna step up. Either way, you out the friend zone.
Either way, you gonna be finals MVP, or you gonna be cut from the team. Like it's like
you will never play on a team ever again, nigga.
Now
bro,
not her team and her league.
Bro, fuck that. You going First of all, you know how Twitter is, nigga. All somebody got to do is air you out on Twitter and it's a wrap.
Yeah, that's over here, but it's man female forget that. Man, Chris Sales did a lot of wild shit. Now he got a whole nother baby mother pregnant. He beat up Parker.
Oh yeah, that was OC.
He light skinned with a beard. They let him get by.
He got a whole nother mother.
What?
He be doing wild shit.
Light skinned with a beard. They let a nigga get by anything.
They do let light skinned.
Name one light skinned nigga with a beard that did something bad and didn't get back into his good graces. I'll wait.
I don't know.
Yeah, that nigga be holding you down.
I'm sorry, I don't be studying these niggas.
Save all that quick stroke. Keep it doing.
Are you sweating on your underarms?
Tell him he gotta slow down. Yep. Like from your head to your back with it. Deep stroke.
Get off this.
I'm trying to sweat.
Take my dick, your pussy. I'm slapping it.
Bro, we ain't trying to hit Tuesday right now. You asked the question, I ain't even answered.
What?
The question was how you got the friend zone.
Yeah, you didn't even answer.
I've never been in the friend zone.
You a cap ass lie. That's cap.
Cap. Oh, that's not true. Because I was a friend.
Yeah,
I've been in the friend zone, Joy. I seen you in the friend zone.
We've all seen you in the friend zone.
You've been in the desperate. You've been in the desperate spot of the friend zone.
You was in the shadow realm.
I'm not gonna talk about that. I'm gonna talk about
you was so much in the friend zone. If you was on our roster, you the type of nigga that was just on the practice squad. You had your warm ups and everything, but never got in the game. Never got no tip.
I was practicing hard too. Like coach,
you wasn't even on the practice route. You was on a two-way contract. You was on a two-way contract, wasn't even getting called up, bro.
At least they ball in the G League sometimes. Man, you was just a nigga like in college. The nigga that just
when I was in college, I had a woman that I was pursuing, and at the time, we was really friends, and I felt like even though I was making my advancements and stuff like that, I did keep it 100 and tell her like I did have a girl, and that also like.
See, but that's not friend zone.
I didn't tell her I
Yeah,
had a
but
girl.
they're not friend zone.
That's not friend zone.
I wasn't trying to be with her. We was just cool.
You
No, you know what friend zone is?
You would fuck the shit out if you had a chance.
Oh, like when you. I mean,
a
but
friend zone is when you
she knew I
single
was
and you really trying to get at a girl and she really just
Want to be your friends, like she don't.
Yeah, she ain't give you that type of.
All right, no, because Dre bullshitting. I'm all right. Let me talk.
When I was single, I did shoot the shot. I got friend zone, but I worked my way out of it slowly but surely.
So how did you get out? So how did you get out?
It's about being consistent. You can't like put in her face all the time. Like, oh yeah, you know I'm trying to be with you. You just got to show her like you always there. Well, not too much like
so
a
you
friend, more so
like
like you want to be her nigga more so.
So you trying to build her up so you can beat her down.
When you said like that, it sounds so bad.
I was in a friend zone with this one joint, and this the girl that I brought to the Wizards game. Remember when you was working at the stadium? Yeah. So I was in the friend zone with her, and what I did, I just ignored her. I stopped hitting her up. I stopped trying to link, all that other stuff, and then she just hit me up. And she was like, "Why you don't hit me up no more?" And I was like, "Well, you was."
Bitch, I'm trying to get my dick wet.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't do that. I was like, "Well, I ain't hit you up no more because I figured you was doing something with your other niggas." Like I played it like that, and then that's how we got in the conversation of her being single. And I was like, "Well, shit, I've been wanting you for a minute, you know, whatever." And then that's when she was like, "For real?" And then I got myself out of the friend zone.
We should ask women this question on like that's a good one. Like how many times are they in the friend zone and how they get out of the friend zone? And you cannot friend zone women like that when you're in a relationship.
But do women get in friend zones though?
They do, and they don't handle it very well because because that's the time when niggas don't want to talk to them. They niggas gay. They be like, oh,
I know,
this nigga won't touch me, won't fuck me.
I
think this nigga gay. No, I was just about
to say. Have y'all ever put a woman in the friend zone before?
Yes, right. And I've gotten called gay, or they be like, I thought you was gay. I'm like, no, I'm not gay. I just didn't want to fuck you. Yeah. I actually enjoy our friendship.
I did that one time.
You think because you got a pussy, you look good.
Before after you fuck, you put somebody in friend zone after you fuck.
Yeah,
just being toxic.
I mean, but that's a different level of friend. That's a different level of friend now.
That's being toxic, bro. You gonna beat the cheeks and then just put you to the
friend zone applies before you beat the cheeks.
You realize you don't want it no more. Well,
that's toxic.
Had it, so you just want to be friends now.
That's
I'm not saying that it's not. I'm just saying is that still putting somebody friends? Okay.
No, Ben putting
I've done that, but that's a mutual agreement normally. You like look. It didn't work out.
If you tell her I don't want to fuck you no more, like I just want us to be friends now. Like you tell her that,
and she agree with it.
If she don't agree,
then that's toxic. My thing is, this is what I'm talking about. Putting somebody.
Dre, I'm with you, bro. There's nothing wrong.
Don't listen to him. Shut up. I'm talking about like I had a situation where my friend tried to put me on.
Definitely doing it, trying.
No, I had a situation where my friend was trying to put me on her friend, and I just wasn't going. So I was like, "She nice, but no." Like she would hit me up and be like, "Yo, you trying to go out?" No, I'm busy. I'm sorry. Like I put her in the friend zone.
Damn, bro. I mean, was she not attractive or something? Was she not your speed? Like, what was up? Like, what was wrong?
I wasn't in the mental space to be trying to
date.
Yeah.
So you just fucking.
Get some woman attention.
I wasn't even fucking.
Oh, okay.
Women think every time you like us and you look good, we gotta naturally be inclined to want to like do
That's
something.
That's not always true. Sometimes we can really just, you know what I'm saying?
I really just be wanting a girl that can be a friend that I don't want to fuck it. They don't want to fuck me, and I've had some of them throughout the years.
They definitely have some, and those are the keepers.
What?
Yeah. Well, at least the ones that might secretly want to fuck you, but just won't never say it or find you won't find out.
Yeah, I'm about to say, don't say nothing.
Cool.
Just keep it to themselves.
That's cool. Like I'd rather you just never show me any sign, never say nothing.
Nah, don't do that. Tell me you want to fuck me so we can get it out the way at once.
Nah, don't tell me. If I don't sense
that's toxic.
But that's toxic. What?
I feel like this generation can't have real true friends without fucking them or wanting to fuck.
Like they become people brothers and sisters, but OT.
Brother.
I mean, you can have
good best friends too.
Yeah, you could be.
best
Yeah,
friend.
exactly. Because
When we
everybody
talk
think
about this
everybody
last
fuck their
episode-
best friend, and that's not true though. What happened?
Talk about this last episode.
Best friend, the fucking best friend, the brothers, yeah, brothers and sisters.
The brother's not the best friend because you don't always fuck your best friend. Some niggas really have a best friend that really be their best friend. Like,
Yeah,
I
I never
mean-
tried to fuck my best friend.
hey, everybody don't have feelings
Facts.
for their best friend, or they don't develop for their best friend. Some people do over time because
I'm gonna say facts.
simply the
Facts.
bond. But I mean, sometimes you can just have like a really deep soul to like you can really be in love with your.
I look, all right, we going on that note. All right,
Yeah, I'm letting it go. You can be in love with your best friend, but not in the sense of a relationship. Like you in love with the fact of the person who they are, how they.
But some
treat
people
you,
turn that
care
into
about
a
you.
relationship.
Some people turn that.
They
into
love that. They
what
be
you
like,
should
oh,
be
when your
with
best friend
somebody.
turns out to be your soulmate.
Yeah, that's not always true.
Sick bitches.
Y'all
and
can have
niggas,
soul
like,
ties, but that
Don't
mean
miss
y'all
all you
gotta
and
be
your
together.
wife because you don't want to fuck your best friend.
And here we go. We gonna
Don't miss
That's
out
how
on your
women. That's how a lot of
wife.
the best friends shit. That's how a lot of gay women be getting together too. They best friends they be like, that's my soulmate, and they end up together. You know. And,
Oh, my
I mean, niggas too. The gay niggas. You know, like a Jamal has a best friend, and you know he ain't know his best friend was gay, and then they one day they just did some wild shit, and then now they boom gay marriage.
Wow.
2020 is a wild place.
Anyways, we are going we about to get up out of here. Make sure y'all go to our IG page. We got all the links to everything. We gonna holler at y'all. Episode 17. You know what I'm saying? Like Dre said, we got a surprise for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Episode 20. Y'all be blessed. Stay up.
Hey Jay, why your boy Tootsie said he got a big dick? No, he ain't packing it.
I'm not gonna hold you. I thought that last and then he said, "Oh, he started singing. What the fuck? Like, come on,
But-
right?
Just
The
like,
crazy
grab
part
my
is
dick, my
Don was
pussy,
your boy
grab my
Tootsie
dick, your
like
pussy, and
his
slapping
man.
it. Yeah, I like that song. Then he went on later in that song to say he only got 6 inches. I give you, he can only give you
Good
6 inches.
Good shit. Like,
Good
I
shit.
give you a good 8. I'm
Good
like,
8.
hey, what's up with you,
Yeah,
bro? Like,
at
you
least,
holler right now.
he a real nigga for saying he gonna give a good 8. Most niggas be capped on it. I give you 10, 11, 12. Nah, my niggas,
like niggas said that they be
I
going
had to grow to
strong
the
off
8.
gummy.
Yeah, and that jump the gummy.
I've
That
got
shit
my
happened to
dick
me
in
on the gummy the other day.
door.
I persevered through the gummy. If you can still make your girl come or a girl come through the gummy dick, you are a goat.
He said
Thank
he put
Thank
it in and
After we was done, see, look, you
Nah.
trying to make
You
it
know, I
up,
can't put
bro.
it in on the gummy, but if I'm
That's
like going
cap.
gummy while
I
I
leave
can
it. I
still.
leave it and off the
I
gummy,
hold
bro.
you,
No, listen,
I
bro.
hold you tight as shit, trying to put. I'm trying to put all my guts in you to try to keep my gummy dick from falling out until you nut. In my head, I'd be like, "Damn, bitch, it's hurting come." I'm
Got a
trying.
big dick.
Like,
Now I can't fact
my
it.
dick is about to fail. My shit is about to say download incomplete. My shit is about to fail.
Tell him he got to slow down.
all right. Anyways,
Well,
we gonna
persevere
holler at
through the
y'all,
gummy,
man.
bro.
Y'all be blessed. Peace, love, happiness, all that. Did you just throw up?
We love all women everywhere. We love the jelly beans. We love the rice grains. We love all you.
We love all them clicks.
The thick petites.
Dre, stop it.
Yes.
He just threw up blood and crip at this breast. Goodbye.
No, I was doing like this, like okay, and then I
Nah,
was like
bro.
this.
Stop, bro. We gone. Bye, y'all. Be blessed. All that.